Instagram outreach is something which can add thousands of dollars to your revenue. It can get you a lot of clients and customers for your company. And the reason I say this is because I've actually built a successful business in the past where I've only done Instagram outreach to get clients. And by the way, like if you're wondering like what business that was, we basically used to partner up with influencers and creators and everything and help them build their paid products and offerings. And these were the people who I worked with. Like this guy was literally the fastest growing influencer when I actually reached out to him on Instagram and everything. He gained like 800,000 or like 700,000 followers in a span of 150 days. And we used Instagram outreach to contact all of these people. It was profitable. We were making money and everything. And we were working with the biggest names in the industry. And that was entirely, once again, built completely upon Instagram outreach. So I know you probably have a lot of questions related to it, like, can it work for me? What exactly do I have to do? Because when I started out, there were a lot of things I had to figure out. Like how exactly can I scale it? What's the software I can use to actually automate it? What type of messages work the best? How can I manage replies? How can I get like more Instagram accounts? How can I handle multiple accounts from one freaking place? And like I've actually went ahead and I've solved all these problems for myself. So like you can literally sit down and watch this entire course from the start to the finish. It's absolutely free. Of course, I'm not going to be gatekeeping any information because I'm not in the business of like selling information. I'm in the business of selling softwares and things which allow you to implement the information. So I'm going to make more money if I share all the information with you, because you're going to apply the information, you're going to see results, and then you'll want to like reinvest back into your business because you took information for free and that made you like a lot of money. So you're thinking like, how can I put this money back into this person so that I make like much more money back in return? And this is gonna like literally cover everything. So all I want to do is like, by the way, you can find timestamps in the pinned comment, not in the description, in the pinned comment. So you can go there and all the links will be provided there and everything. And I promise you, like if you watch this from the start to the finish, all the freaking questions you have related to Instagram outreach, that's going to be covered. The first question you might have is, what exactly is this Instagram outreach thing which you're speaking about? In first principles, it's basically us using Instagram to find hundreds and thousands of people who we can reach out to, people who are qualified to buy whatever we have to sell, and then we send out personalized DMs to them on 100% complete automation so that we can sell our services and products. As simple as that. Let's say there's a person who is like thirsty in the middle of the Sahara Desert in Africa, and he is active on Instagram, and I have a company where I sell water. So of course he's someone who can actually buy from me because he's qualified to buy from me. And all I'm doing right now is I'm just reaching out to him. I'm sending him a personal message on Instagram DM, and I'm just saying, yo bro, I have this thing and I can help you. And if there's like a mutual coincidence of wants, if he wants exactly what I'm selling, then we can like take it forward. We can negotiate a bit back and forth, and yeah, maybe you need to get on a call, whatever, and then we can sell the service. That's exactly what we're doing. The next question you might have is, why exactly should I care, Somil? Like, why should I even think about this Instagram outreach thing in the first place? And the first reason is there are 2 billion people active on Instagram, which is a lot of people, almost like 25% of the entire world's population. If you remove people who are actually like way too old and people who are like way too young, whatever, to use Instagram, and people from third world countries, like really poor countries in Africa or something where they don't even have access to the internet, we basically have a very large population of the adult population who actually have the money to buy active on Instagram. So they're already like giving the attention on this platform. Like Instagram and like Facebook, they make like millions of freaking dollars because people are willing to spend like hundreds and thousands and millions of dollars on advertising. So they have the attention of all the people who you want to sell to, and they're gonna literally charge you money to like grab their attention basically. And if we like reach out to them directly instead of running ads, we can grab that attention exactly the way we would, if not in a better way compared to running ads. But it's going to be like thousands of times cheaper. If I have to reach out to like 1,000 people and I have to run like ads or something, I have to pay like close to like $10 or something in order to get the attention of like 1,000 people. And then again, they're just going to see like my ad. They're not going to actually receive a message. But if I wanted to reach out to like 1,000 people on Instagram directly in the inbox, tell them this is exactly how we can help you, and at the same time we can choose like who exactly we want to reach out to. Say we're reaching out to like 10 to 20 times much more, like we're just reaching out to better qualified people, we're reaching out to a much more quality audience. it would cost me like less than like $20 a month for sending out like unlimited DMs. So it's like 1,000, 10,000 times, a million times cheaper than running ads. So if people in your industry are selling stuff to people using Facebook ads and Meta ads and like Instagram ads, this is 100% going to work, because it's proving that the people who you want to sell to are actually active on Instagram. That's why these people are running ads, to grab their attention, and we can use DMs to actually just grab their attention and sell it to them. So there are like 2 billion active users who are actually like investing their attention on the platform, and all we're trying to do is like grab their attention, channelize it in a way where we actually want it to go, so that we can sell whatever we have to sell them. So grabbing attention is easy, converting it is going to be easy. The only catch is your ideal customer should be active. Let's say I'm trying to reach out to, like, let's say hypothetically, very crazy example just to illustrate the point. Let's say my niche were officers in the Indian military. Like, that's gonna be impossible to actually get it right. Like, if I'm actually selling like a product or service to officers in the Indian military, that's not gonna work, because in the Indian military there's a rule that like officers cannot have an active Instagram account. So if your ideal customer like your ideal customers, your people who you want to sell to, if they're not active over there, then it's gonna be like kind of difficult. But if they're active, like, it's gonna be a freaking goldmine. We can easily get attention and convert it. Scaling it is going to be pretty simple as well, because with one Instagram account you can send like 50 to 100 DMs, whatever, and you can just get like unlimited unlimited accounts, and send basically unlimited DMs. Getting an Instagram account is going to be very freaking affordable. It's like really cheap. You can buy like followers cheaply. You can get it verified as well if you want to, even though that's not necessary. On Twitter outreach, it's necessary to have a verified profile. On Instagram, you can do it without like a verified profile as well. Getting Instagram accounts is very easy. You have softwares which are very affordable, whatever. I've actually created my own, and you can use it to send like unlimited freaking DMs. You can come to the pricing section, and you can see for like $19 a month only you get to send like unlimited DMs, or you can just buy it like forever. Just pay like $99 one time and you get to use it forever. So like, yeah, basically it's very affordable. You can like just spend like $100 a month, $100 once, and then you have like access to unlimited Instagram DMs. So it's very easy to scale. It's cheap, whatever. And yeah, you can get accounts cheaply as well by like, you can come to this link and you can buy them directly from here. I've actually created this thing where we can provide you like Instagram accounts. You can buy fresh accounts, you can buy like accounts with followers, you can buy aged accounts, very old accounts with like thousands of followers as well. You can select how many you want to buy. You can buy like hundreds of accounts as well. So yeah, it's like very easy to get access to accounts, basically like what I'm trying to say. So yeah, you can definitely do that. It's very easy to scale it. So all you need to do is just find something which works, and then we can scale it. We can take it to the freaking moon, take your revenue and the number of customers, calls, everything you're getting to the freaking moon. After that, again, like I kind of covered it already. Again, it's very freaking cheap, very freaking scalable as well. And I've actually made like a website over here where you can calculate the exact ROI you're going to get from Instagram outreach. So all you need to do is simply enter your statistics over here. So let's say every single day you're sending out 100 DMs and you're getting like a 5% positive reply rate, which is a very humble estimate, meaning out of like every 100 messages you're sending out, you're getting like 5 positive responses. And out of the 5 responses which you're getting of people who are saying that yes, I'm interested in your service or whatever, around 50% of them you can actually convert into a book call. And I'm assuming you sell your services like a high ticket agency or coaching service via like cold outreach or something. I'm assuming that. Then you're probably going to be selling your services if it's high ticket on a call. So half of them book a call, and out of the calls which you book, like 80% of them show up, and you have like a 20% close rate, meaning out of every 5 calls which you book, you're able to close like one of them, which is again a pretty humble estimate. And your deal value, the thing which you're selling, is for like $2,000. This is the ROI you're gonna get. For every dollar you invest into the system, into Instagram, whatever, you're gonna get like $1,263 back. That's literally like a 12,063 times 0.8 times return on investment. Like, I'm getting like the things jumbled. Basically, you can invest like $19 into this and you can get like $24,012 back. And it's like live ROI. You can like adjust it according to your company, and based on it, it's automatically going to be updated. So again, it's very cheap, and you put like a very small amount of money into this and you can make a lot of freaking money back. Now you might be wondering, Somil, is this exactly made for me? Like, should I even bother about it, or is there something which is going to be better for my use case, which is going to be better for me, whatever? This is going to work well for you if your niche is actually active on Instagram. So for example, like I know like a lot of coaches are active on Instagram because they use Instagram to create reels, and those reels, like for example, this is a guy who creates content on Instagram, like Create Content Club. This is actually like an agency, so like let's say video marketing agencies. No, they create content on Instagram to get the customers. So if some business is actually dependent on Instagram Reels to get customers for their business, that means they're very active over here. So it's gonna work for you. For example, like I know a lot of dentists or like local businesses in general. They're like very active over here on Instagram as well. Like a random one. You can go to Google Maps and you'll find like a lot of dentist accounts, like Instagram accounts, sorry, of dentists listed on their websites and everything. So you can use that to find their Instagram accounts and you can reach out to them. So all you need to think right now is my niche actually active on Instagram? If the answer is yes, then you can definitely go ahead and start reaching out to them because it's absolutely going to work for you. The next thing you need to know is you should be able to find the leads of your niche easily. So like if you cannot find Instagram accounts on scale without doing like manual prospecting, probably not the smartest idea. What do you mean by that? Let's say you're trying to reach out to private equity companies that have been in the game for like over 20 years and they have like over 300 employees and the owner is in the business for like at least 30 years or whatever, and you need like only high quality CEOs and founders. They probably will be active on Instagram. You probably will be able to find their accounts as well if you put in a lot of work. But if there's not a way you can find hundreds of accounts every single day so you can reach out to them on a predictable way, maybe you can do email. Maybe you can do SMS. Those are going to be better ways. So you need to find like leads very easily in your niche. You can like, I'll show you a lot of ways on how you can find leads. So in case you're wondering, you can maybe go to the timestamp in the description and you can go to the finding lead section over there and maybe you can see if the methods which you cover over there, if they can actually be applicable in your industry, and you can find like Instagram accounts using those methods. So you can refer to that section if you want to know. But if you can find your leads easily, if your niche is active on Instagram, it's absolutely going to work for you. Now the last question which you probably might have is how exactly can I get started? How exactly do I do this Instagram outreach thing? All you need to do, like trust me, like just put your blind freaking faith on me. You don't have to buy any fucking stupid course. Like you don't have to pay like $3,000 to learn any of this stuff. Just watch this course from start to finish. All I ask from you, just watch this from start to finish. After that, set up your Instagram account properly. You don't need to invest in like any Instagram accounts. You don't need to buy Instagram accounts. You don't have to do like any of the stuff. Just the Instagram account which you've been using for years or for months or whatever. Just set it up properly. Again, in the next videos, probably I'll be guiding you how you can actually set up your Instagram profiles and everything. And once you have set up your Instagram account properly, you can get it verified too if you want. So like Meta allows you to pay like less than $8 or something, and then you can get like a verification tick mark like you can see over here. You get it in like one day, whatever. It's pretty freaking simple to get. So yeah, you can get your Instagram tick mark, you can get your profile verified and everything. That does increase your response rate slightly, but if you don't have the money, like don't even bother. I like, by the way, that business I was speaking about, I built it entirely over an Instagram outreach. I am not joking when I say this. I did not have like even a verified profile. I had like probably like 100 followers or something, and it still worked really freaking well. Doesn't matter if you have like a verified profile or not. If you have like the money, if you have $8, you can invest into it. It's not necessary though. If it's like a 6 months old account, then I'll suggest you to use your own account. If you don't have like an account which is at least 6 months old, you can buy an aged account from here. Aged account. Yeah, you can buy like an aged account from here. So you can come here, select like a 2 to 4 year old account or like a 5 to 10 year old account, and you can simply buy it from here because it's going to be better. Because Instagram does not want like people who have new Instagram accounts to like create a random account and start blasting out hundreds and thousands of messages. That's probably not what Instagram wants. And we have to like kind of align ourselves with the objectives of Instagram so that they actually don't ban us and we can actually make money from it. Once you have like an Instagram account set up which you can use for outreach, you just need an Instagram outreach software which you can use to actually start reaching out to people. And the reason I'm making this course is actually like for full transparency. I want to provide all the information, and again, I'm in the business of selling the implementation. So what I want to do this is full transparency with all my content. Give away everything you need in order to how you can do XYZ thing, absolutely free of cost, and then maybe you can pay me for actually implementing it. So I'm gonna teach you like how you can do Instagram outreach, but I'm gonna make my money not when you know it. I'm gonna make my money when you want to implement it and then you buy my software. So that's why I made this software yesterday, and it's absolutely the best one. You can come here, you can send like unlimited AI personalized demos. It's literally the cheapest one. It's literally the bestest one and the safest one as well. I've tried all the softwares. I've tried this one as well. Like IG, what's the name of it? Like Auto IG DM Pro. Yeah. And they charge you like $149 a month for like one freaking account, which is absolutely insane in my very freaking humble opinion. After that, the next one, I'll actually suggest this as well after my own. This is a good software. Like I've actually used it. The owner of this is my friend. Autolead is a good one. You can use it, but again, mine is more affordable and it's almost the same thing. Yeah, I'll say like both these software, like this one and my software is on par, but he give you like inbuilt lead scrapers and everything as well, and a lot more personalization support. So that's why I'll say mine is better, but this is again pretty freaking close as well. After that, like I've tried that one. What's that called? Cold DMs Pro. Yeah, like this one is absolutely shit. Like do not spend your money on this crap. Like I've tried this. It's absolutely freaking garbage. I think like this is like one of the shittiest offers ever. Like don't freaking buy from them. Like yeah, it's $49 a month, not very expensive, but I'll say it's shit. So yeah, just get yourself any software. Like I've tried all of them. I've seen what is good in this software, what is bad in this software. Okay, like there were a couple of things I liked in Autolead. I took all of those concepts, applied it in my own software, and there were a couple of things which were not good in it. So then I changed it. So what I did is I basically tried out all the different softwares for myself. I paid all these different companies money myself out of my own pocket. I saw like these things are good, these things are bad. So if I can just get rid of the things which are bad and I can like keep the things which are actually good, then I can create something which is very valuable, and that's exactly what I've created. So you can go here and you can like watch the demo, whatever. So this is the best one, the cheapest one, and the safest one. Again, you don't have to buy it. This is my friend's offer. You can buy it too if you want it. Again, this works very well and is cheap as well. So autolead.app, and I think like this is from this guy, this YouTuber called Charlie Barber. Yeah, I think like this is the person who has this software, whatever, and you can like buy from here. I'll search his video. Like this is the video which I watched. I don't know, like yeah, this is the video which I watched, and he was basically walking me through the software. So then I tried it, I actually liked it, I spoke to him, whatever, everything, and yeah, you can buy his software as well. It's like I think $97 a month for like unlimited DMs, like $95 a month. What I can do is I can give you like a 65% discount code. So you can come here on Save Big, and then I'm basically like, you can buy this for $20. You pay me $20 once, and I'll give you a discount code, which is going to give you like a 65% discount on whatever plan you buy every single month. So basically going to be saving like hundreds of dollars. So you pay me $20. If you buy like the $95 plan, you can see you apply the code which I provide you, you get a 65% off discount, and then you get to save like $60 every single month. And yeah, that's basically like a lot of savings. You're paying me like $1 to save like tens and probably like hundreds of dollars, whatever. So you can use this software as well. I've always suggested it before I actually made out my own software. You can watch it in my previous YouTube video. So this is one which I highly suggest as well. It's totally up to you. Anyways, once you've gotten yourself like a good Instagram outreach software, you gotten yourself an Instagram outreach account, then all you need to do is like send 50 to 100 DMs a day, exactly like I'm sending right now. So as you can see, I'm sending like DMs. So 25 have been sent out today, and every single day I send like 70-75 DMs with one Instagram account. So just start sending out like 50 to 100 DMs a day till you get like a good ROI. What would I say is a good ROI? So basically, whenever you've made like 5 to 10 times more than what you have invested into the system, that means you're getting like a good ROI. If you're booking like one sales call a day consistently for your company using this, I'll say that's a pretty good ROI. And then you can like scale. All you need to do in order to scale is just buy like Instagram accounts. I think this is the link for the Instagram accounts. Is if you want to scale, just buy more freaking Instagram accounts. You have an account where you're sending out like 50 DMs a day and you're getting like one call booked. If you want like 10 calls booked, then you just need like 10 more accounts so that you can send like 500 DMs a day, 50 from each account, and you just repeat the entire process. So all we're trying to do is literally like right now just go out and try to find like a proof of concept, try out something so that we actually have like a system which is getting us like consistent outputs. And once we have figured it out, once we have gotten like a proof of concept that this thing actually freaking works, then all we need to do is just bump up the volume and scale it to the freaking moon. That's all we have to do. That's all you have to know about outreach and systems thinking, everything. That's how every freaking organism, including like COVID, like that's exactly how COVID grew. That's how viruses spread. What a virus does, like if you want to get into biology, whatever, is basically they try to find a proof of concept. And once it has been found, like that's how every organism in the universe functions. You just scale it through the freaking moon. I don't want to get more into biology. In the next video, will probably help you set up your Instagram account. And in the following videos, like set up your messaging, set up your leads, whatever, like how you can get leads, how to create messages, how to, like, yeah, all the questions you have. I promise we're going to cover them. See you in the next video. Bye. Welcome to Instagram profile setup. This is exactly how you can set up your Instagram profile from start to finish, so that when people actually see that you send them a message, they actually feel compelled to reply. They actually want to reply to you because they're not getting a random message from a random person who is just reaching out to them or some shit. First thing you have to do, if you actually want to get replies and if you actually want to see success from Instagram outbound, is just simply go and make your account public. Like no one wants to buy from a private account. A private account is a private account which you use to connect with your friends and family. I have a private account. I do shit posting on it, whatever, but it's there for people I love, my friends, my family, everything. It's not there for me to reach out to people with. I have like two Instagram accounts. One is this, like Sawmill Business, which is the one which I use for outreach and everything. And the other one which I have is like Sawmill Private. And this is like my private freaking life. And that's why I post my private stuff over here. So if you have like a private account, like make it public and stop posting like random shit about your family or something. So just have like a freaking Instagram account which is public. It's not very difficult to make an account which is private public. If you're having issues with that, I did not attach like a video or something on how to do it. Something is genuinely wrong with you. Like, yeah, it's pretty simple. I promise you'll be able to do it. Once you've done it, you need to simply turn it into a creator account, because like, just understand it's better. I don't know why I should be actually like sitting down explaining theory to you, because that's going to save me time. I don't have to speak about it. You don't have to speak about it. Just understand based on a lot of testing everything. If you want the like as better results as possible from your Instagram outreach, just make your account into a creator account, not a business account. So like there are two types of accounts on Instagram. One is a professional account and one is a personal account. A personal account can be only of one type, so a normal personal account which can either be public or private. And the business account, the professional account, it can be of two types. It can either be like a business account or it can be a creator account. Creator accounts are more so like, let's say people who have a business and they're posting content about it, everything. And the business categories for businesses, like let's say there's a tire repair company and they have created their Instagram account so that people can actually book consultations and everything. So that's there for the business account, but just turn it into a creator account, not a business account. If you want to know how you can do it, I have attached like a help article from Instagram on how you can do it. So if you have like a personal account and you want to switch, you can do this. If you have like a business account already and you want to convert it into a creator account, this is what you need to do. So simply refer to this article. After that, I've also added like a YouTube video over here, and this
how to switch to
is a pretty simple tutorial on how you can switch to a creator account. So all you need to do is come click on your profile picture over here. Then you need to like click on these three things, whatever it's called. Come to settings and privacy. After that, there's this thing known as account type and tools. Click on it and click on the switch to professional account. Click on the continue button and then select what category. I'll just say select it to digital creator or something, and ensure it's not visible on profile. And then it's going to ask you, do you want a creator account or a business account, and select creator and click on next, click on OK, and then click on the continue button and click on this cross icon and you should be good. Again, really freaking simple to do. Now that's like the basics done. I hope everyone was able to do it, because it's promised, like I promise it's not very difficult. Now we come to the profile picture, how we can set it up and everything. So a couple of guidelines when it comes to the profile picture. Your face should be clearly visible. Like don't take profile like pictures in like shady, dodgy environments. For example, I'll give you a couple of examples. When I made the full course on Twitter outreach, I actually covered this in depth. So where's the Twitter outreach course? Yeah, I also have like a software if you want to do Twitter outreach or full course, and that is there as well. And also software if you want you can buy it. So I'll come to the part where I was like setting up X profile for outreach. And again, like I showed a couple of examples over here. So for example, like I got a DM from this person, and his face again is clearly visible. It's a pretty good like profile, I'll say. Yeah, it's a pretty good profile. And then I was basically asking people to apply for an internship. And then I got a reply from this person which has this profile picture. And again, I said in the video as well, I'm the one to judge you. Do whatever you want to do. But this is going to severely reduce your chances of getting a reply if you actually want to sell to like business people. If you're selling OnlyFans or some shit, maybe you can do that. But yeah, I don't want to employ someone. I don't want to do business with someone who has this as their profile picture and this as their freaking bio. So yeah, like just to illustrate the point. For example, this guy reached out to me as like no freaking profile picture, one follower. Obviously, it's not going to get you like a lot of freaking success. So profile picture, I'll say it's one of the most important things. It's literally something which can compel people to actually open your message and everything. Because I remember there was a guy who had like a profile picture where the edges of it were like an Instagram story. And we all have like a monkey brain that whenever we see like a story, we want to click on it. So I literally clicked on the profile. It did not even have like a story, but it was just the way his profile picture was there. So again, it can get you much more open rates, and like if more people open and see your message, then the chances of you getting a reply that also increases. First thing you need to do is your face should be clearly visible. It should be bright and well lit. I'll say like Alex Hormozy is a pretty good like yeah. For example, you can see his face over here is extremely well lit. It's bright and clearly visible and everything. So it should be clearly visible. If you want some hacks, like on the iPhone, you can use like flash. So when you're taking a picture, turn on flash on an iPhone and then make your phone appear close to your face and just take a headshot and it appears like really freaking good. Yeah, that's like the easiest thing. If you have like a, like what do you call that? Over like that soft boxing, like the professional light, you can use that. That obviously is one of the best options. If you don't have that, if you don't have the budget, you can shoot in natural light, like stand close to a window where sunlight is coming, or shoot outdoors, like take a picture outside your home. You can use like the portrait mode on an iPhone and it generally appears like pretty freaking normally. It appears good. After that, in editing, you can see like this is not what Alex Hormozy actually looks like. Like this is his face, and again, I'm not saying he's like black or something, but this is much more brighter compared to this person. So what every single YouTuber does on the thumbnails and everything, they increase the exposure, which means they make the image bright, and they increase the contrast so that like people are much more easy, like it just grabs attention. And these people, like Mr. Beast is the perfect example of this. Like, what is this random website which is opening up? Mr. Beast. If we come to his videos, oh actually I've hidden the thumbnails, I'll just remove it, the thumbnail blocking extension. Yeah, as you can see, like it's like these faces, they clearly have increased the view, like the brightness and the exposure. Like he is not that freaking white, he's not this freaking white. And yeah, basically like all these biggest YouTubers who have to do this, like they literally have studied what gets people to click and open, like what grabs people's attention. They've literally studied it because they'll go freaking broke if they don't do this. And they've concluded that making your face brighter and increasing the contrast, that can do it. And if you want to know how you can do it, like there's this free photo editor, which is basically like Photoshop, but it's like an online photo editor and it's absolutely free to use. So you can use like this thing, photopea.com, and just search up a tutorial on YouTube. In the future, maybe you can just upload the image directly to ChatGPT. But right now, ChatGPT is not allowed to create hyper realistic images because yeah, like people can use it for like wrong purposes. So that's why it's not there. Maybe in the future, or if there's some other AI model which allows you to do it, you can do that as well. After that, for inspiration, you can look at big people in your industry. Again, Alex Hormozy is the perfect example of a good profile picture. So you can look people in your industry, what profile pictures do they have in everything. Yeah, after that, I found a pretty good video on how you can set up your profile picture. So you can refer to this video, watch the profile section part, which is from 040 to 320. Actually, you can watch this entire video as well. I got a lot of ideas from this, and these people, I genuinely like them. Like this is a Instagram account, Create Content Club, where they basically help people with personal branding. They've actually blown up in the last couple of months, and I genuinely like these people, so you can refer to that. Yeah, after that, I've created this profile picture guide. So after you decided like this is the image I want to use, this is what I want it to be like I want the background to look like this, then you can simply refer to this free profile picture creation guide. I've created like a Canva template, and you can watch this. I've attached a video. So watch this video. It's pretty freaking simple. You can open up the template in Canva, and where this image thing is there, you can simply upload your exact image. Like I'll just took a picture of myself. Like I've given you some guidelines on how you can do it. Then all you need to do is drag your image onto this thing over here, and then automatically the profile picture is going to be created. And then you can like click on the share button, and then you can like download it from here. You can make changes, like if you want to change this or if you want to remove it, you can do that as well. If you want to add your brand colors, and then you can download it. And now the profile picture has been downloaded, and you can open up. Your profile picture is ready. So I've created like the guide on this. You can click on this link, and then you can refer to the guide. So by now your profile picture will be ready. There are some AI tools which help with this. So this is one which I found. So I'll just upload like a file over here. I'll actually have to look for a image of my handsome face, man. Oh, where is the image of my face? I'm unable to find I'll just take like an image of my face, and then there's this AI maker whatever, and it's gonna like create images. It will take some time, but yeah, it's pretty simple to use. Then the guy in the video which I just shared, he suggested this to me, pfpmaker.com. You can try it if it works for you. For me it did not work, so I'm not gonna say. Or you can simply use Canva. Canva is like literally one of the easiest tools. You can just search on YouTube like how to create on Canva whatever. Then you can add like colors in the background like this if you want to. You can customize it, like let's say I want purple, I can do that. So you can do it. You can select like a gradient as well. You can like position it to like how do you want it to appear. You can like zoom it in a bit as well. So let's say I only want that. I'll increase the zoom a bit too. Coming to the processing crop whatever. Coming to the background, it's now purple. I can make it yellow if I wanted to. Yeah, you can do it. When it comes to filters, you can again increase the brightness. You can increase the contrast as well. I increase the brightness a bit too much. Contrast as well you can increase. You can increase the saturation if you want to. Yeah, you have like a lot of different tools you can play around with this. I'm not a professional editor. If you want a border, you can do that. If you want to add it, like you have that option. And you can like make it rounded, you can make it flat. I don't know what the frick is flat. When it comes to size, like just play around with these things, not very difficult. And when you're ready, you can simply click on the download button and simply download it over here, and your AI profile picture is ready. You can try this, like it's absolutely free to use. Next thing, you can also use ChatGPT Plus, as I said, in the future. So maybe it can generate images for you, but right now I don't think so it's working really well, because again, it cannot create hyper realistic images, and people can tell it's like generated by AI. We're not at that place yet. If you want ChatGPT Plus at half the price, you can click on this link and you can buy from here. It's going to be $10 instead of $20 or $24 a month, because in some countries you have to pay like $4 a month in taxes as well. So that's how you can save like a lot of freaking money getting the exact same thing. After that, over here we come to the next section, which is actually like adding the name and the username. So profile picture is this is the name of the person which appears. This is the username. Some things you need to keep in mind when creating this thing for yourself. When it comes to the name, I'll just say keep it your first name. It's usually better, or you can add your full name. It's totally up to you. I'll say if you're reaching out to like, let's say a country where like it's predominantly white people, like white Christian people, and you have like a Muslim name, maybe just use your first name, or maybe even use like a fake name. I don't want to sound like sexist or something. Like, it's just like common sense. If you want to reach out to people in like Saudi Arabia or like UAE or something, having like a Muslim name or like a brown name or like a full name like Muhammad Salman, that's going to get you like a higher response rates. So you just have to be smart about it. People like to associate themselves with people who are similar to them, like basic evolutionary psychology. So if you have a name which is like very different, very not weird, but it's just different from the people you're reaching out to, just use your first name. Maybe if you have an advantage that you have like a Muslim name, or you're reaching out to like Muslim countries, or you have like a white name like John Smith or something, and you're reaching out to like first or like USA or Canada or something, then again you can use your first name, like full name, whatever. I've seen like first name is usually better. I actually had to include my full name over here, because when you get verified you have to include your surname as well. Without your surname you cannot get verified because they match it with the government ID and everything. So if you plan on getting verified in the future, just use full name, otherwise just use your first name, whatever. After that you can add some keywords in your name as well if you want to, like that's what they suggested in this video which I had attached earlier. So over here in the username and name section they say like add easy search keywords, because that can help you get organic reach, whatever, if you want to. I don't know, like I have another account, so Sawmill Business, where I did add it. So over here I added like these keywords as well, like B2B lead gen and SaaS. So you can do it. Like I don't think so it's really that important. I've seen fine results without it as well. If you want to, you can add it. It might get you some organic reach. Just try it and see what works better for you and everything. After that, when it comes to the username, like the shorter the better. Just don't have anything weird and numbers. So yeah, just like this is a question I asked myself. Can someone who has read my username for the first time, can he remember it easily and can he pronounce it? Like John Creates. John Creates is a pretty easy to pronounce username. It's pretty freaking simple to remember. For example, like I know a guy on LinkedIn. His name is Logic. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. But person. What the hell? Why is this opening up? Google opening up. Yeah, like I'm not fine, but basically there was like a person whose little name was Logic, and he created like a post on LinkedIn where he's saying, yo bro, people just remember my name. They come to me in person and they say, yo, are you the person whose name is Logic on LinkedIn? So it should be very easy to remember. It should be very easy to pronounce. So for example, like Charlie Business, Charlie Biz, like yeah, John 428519 Dominator is probably not a good name. I'll say avoid numbers at all. And yeah, just no weird usernames. Like the shorter it is, the better. It's like a domain. So like the most premium domains are usually short. So leads.com, that's a very premium domain. Like success.ai, again, that's a very premium domain. So I'll just suggest you to have like really freaking like small usernames, like premium sounding usernames. You can use your first name. You can use your first name BIZ, short form for business, like first name dot business, like first name business. So yeah, just use like clean freaking usernames. Yeah, not very complicated. I promise you'll freaking figure it out. When it comes to the bio, this is much more important on Instagram compared to Twitter. So if you watch my Twitter course, I said like you can use whatever, but I think like on Instagram the bio is pretty freaking like it's important. So on like the bio part, you have two options. Either you can use a quote that resonates with you, so you appear like a human being when reaching out. So that's one approach. So over here you can see I just have this quote, in God we trust, which I heard Donald Trump say once and I liked it a lot. So it just genuinely resonated with me. So that's why I added this quote on my bio. So if you have like a quote which you resonate with or something which you like a lot, then yeah, you can add it. Just don't add something cringe, like something related to anime or something. Like you're weird. The people who you're reaching out to probably have some money, and people who probably have money, they're not as weird as you think you are. So they won't be interested in your Star Wars, some bullshit, whatever you do. So just ensure it's not something weird or like cringe or some bullshit. Yeah, pretty simple. So either you can do that. I'll suggest you to do the second thing, which is the credibility approach, where you use a bio to actually build credibility. And I hate like doing all of this shit because it makes you sound like a guru. And I don't want to sound like a guru, but the thing is on Instagram it works. So at the end of the day, I'm going to do what freaking works. That's it. Like I don't want to do it, but who cares what I want to do? At the end of the day, you have to do what works. So I don't like to add like bios like this, saying like, yeah, I'm helping this, like this is the social proof which I have, DM me this, whatever. Like I know I sound like a guru, whatever. I don't want to, but at the end of the day it works, because when I reach out to people, they say, oh, I read it in your bio, like is this actually legit? And based on data, like this has led to high response rates and everything. So you can do that. All you need to do is in your bio, you need to add 3 to 4 lines. The first line is simply like, what exactly do you do? So what do you do? For example, let's say you're someone who is a growth operator and you help creators monetize better. You help personal brands monetize better. So people are getting views, they're not getting sales, and they're not getting revenue. So you help them with that. First line could be helping personal brands monetize better. Over here you can see in the sample profile I've created, helping B2B service-based businesses with cold outbound. That's exactly what I do. So that's what I do. So people are thinking like, who the frick is this person? Like when you reach out to them, they probably will click on your profile. They're going to see what exactly do you do. They're going to check your stories as well. So the first thing has to be like, what exactly do you do? And my phone has a low battery, like why is it not on freaking charging? Anyways, no problem, I have faith in myself, like I'll finish the video before it runs out of battery. The next line is going to be social proof. So what have we actually done? So for example, let's say you've generated $210 million, you can do that. Over here you can see 137 plus paying user, like blah 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 blah, like all these things. So just add some freaking social proof. The third thing is going to be a call to action. What do you want people to do? If you have like a personal brand, you can be like, yo, DM me this, but most people are probably not going to do it because you're going to be reaching out to people using it. So that's why all the people who give you like advice on what should be a call to action, don't take advice from people who are building a personal brand, because that's something different. Outreach is something different. So the call to action ideally could be something like a link to a lead magnet. And I think like this guy does it very well. Over here you can see like Carsten Fox. So like his, like obviously like just don't copy it. If you want like hundreds of appointments per month, just follow me. New YouTube video. So you basically want to take them towards something which is a lead magnet, and I consider YouTube a lead magnet. YouTube is basically like hundreds and different of thousands of different pieces of lead magnets. So every video is a lead magnet. This is a lead magnet. This free course, yeah, you can like take people to your YouTube, whatever. I'll just tell you to like take them to a link magnet. So the call to action could be, see how we book our clients 5 to 6 calls every single day, like example. And then you can add like this small arrow button over here, and then the link below could be a YouTube video. So when it comes to the link options, you can actually add like links on Instagram in your profile as well. Over here you can see I've added my link tree, which is a collection of links. I'll say the different options you have. You can either add like a YouTube VSL, basically a video sales letter, like a 20 to 60 minute video, where basically you tell people like, yo, this is what I do, this is why I can do for you, this is how I can help you. Like just read Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson if you want to know how to create the perfect webinar. So go to this Expert Secrets. Like you can download a free PDF as well if you want to. I actually downloaded it from here and added it to my Kindle, sent it over to my Kindle, and I read it on my Kindle. But yeah, you can just come here and just read this freaking book. It has everything. I promise, like, I'm genuinely surprised. Like, this book is so freaking powerful, and people are charging thousands of dollars in the courses for their VSLs, and yet they like just copy paste this exact thing. So read it, and then you can come to the thing over here, the perfect webinar. The perfect webinar. And just read it and implement it, everything. I promise, if you like have this book open. So what I do is I have my Kindle open, then on my computer I'm doing exactly what the book says, then I do it, then I read the book again, then I do it. I promise you won't have to ever struggle with the VSL ever again if you like just read Expert Secrets. And yeah, pretty simple. So you can create like a YouTube VSL, which I do on my Twitter, and it worked really well. Like a lot of people, I reach out to, they watch the video and then they say, yo, I'm interested in this service, even though I don't even pitch it. So you can see this is like a YouTube VSL, which I'm basically showing like how we got these awesome freaking results for our clients. And at the end of the video, I have this call to action, which is going to be like, where is it? Yeah, you can see like book a free freaking discovery call to see if you're qualified to work with us. At the end of the video, you can add like a link to a video or whatever if you want to add it. So that's totally up to you as well. So you can do that. Or you can like add a link to a lead magnet or a product. Let's say you're selling like let's say this course was a lead magnet. Like this thing, I have my Instagram outreach software. Let's say I wanted to get sales on this, and I was reaching out to people to tell them I have like the perfect example can be like X Reacher. Or actually this person, what's the name? So I actually did like a interview with this founder who has like a Twitter outreach software himself. So I reached out to him and I was speaking to him. So he's using like a freaking lead magnet, and his lead magnet is pretty simple. He says like, I have a list of 1,000 people in your industry, you want your services. So he reaches out to these people. Scrapely. Yeah. So this is the software. He offers like free leads. So then he clicks on the get lead now, then you enter your username and your Twitter username, and then you get like a list, and then he tries to sell you the software. So you can either add the link to that, or you can add the link directly to your software if you want to. I could add the link to my course if I wanted to. This was a lead magnet. Or the next thing, the last thing you can probably add is like a call to action to a website which has a VSL and a calendar. So my friend Yusuf, and I have a podcast with him as well if you want to. This guy pretty freaking successful, has friends with people like Luke Wilmer, everything. So I think like this is the link he has, and he has like a simple VSL call funnel. So over here you can see like this is the VSL and this is the calendar over here. So like a pretty simple funnel, and below is like social proof. So you can do something like that. So these are the different link options you can add. So I just add like a VSL link where you are explaining your service, and people can book a call, or a YouTube video which is a VSL, or like link to a lead magnet, so that eventually they end up where you want them to end up at. So like booking a call, whatever it is. Again, there's this prompt from Create Content Club only, which you can use. And yeah, so you can like basically come here, copy paste this, go to ChatGPT, upload a screenshot of your Instagram profile. So where's the screenshot of my Instagram profile? Yeah, and like select any good freaking model, like I'll select 04 mini, just paste it, and now it's gonna give you like advice on what can be improved and everything. So you can just refer to it. I think I've already done it. So yeah, you can see like I used it, like I pasted this exact prompt and it gave me like what I can change and everything. So you can do it. You can play around with ChatGPT. It can give you some advice. So I've added the link to the prompt over here as well. Once you have set up your profile picture, once you have set up your Instagram already properly, everything, you need a couple of followers. If you have like less than 100 followers, like just follow the step. I'll suggest you to have like 100, 200 followers at least. I'll say like have at least 1000. Someone might be like, Soumil bro, why do you have only 180 followers? Like, why don't you buy followers? The reason is I actually want to grow this as a personal brand as well. So if you want to create content and get inbound leads, then I'll suggest like don't buy followers. Keep on creating content. But what I do is we have other accounts where we have bought followers. So if you want to do just outreach, just buy like 1000 followers at least. The more you buy, the better. Because there's this video from like, yeah, basically there's a video on testing like, can followers get you more clients? And it absolutely does increase the amount of revenue and the amount of replies you get. Been tested by a lot of different people. So just buy a couple of followers, like 1000 followers maybe. And yeah, I'm not buying followers because I want to actually grow this thing organically as well. I've just not figured it out how we can do organic Instagram marketing, everything. But eventually I know I'm going to figure it out. So that's why I'm not buying followers. But if you don't care about like organic reach, then you can simply just buy followers. I'll suggest you like if you want fast results, you want to like create organic content, like have a separate account for doing organic outreach, for building organic content, and then have like a separate account which you use only for outreach, and there you can buy followers and create posts and everything. So I'll suggest you to just buy some followers, and I've created like this service. You can come here, you can select how many followers. So 1000 followers is like only going to be like not $1, like actually it was supposed to be 100 followers. So like this is a mistake, so the prices will be updated in the future. But yeah, like it's going to be around like $1 per 100 followers. So 1000 followers should be around like $10. So you can buy, and if you want to pay via UPI or net banking, you can come here if you're from India or something, and you can buy directly from here. Hope this helps you with like getting followers, everything, because that's gonna like it's just gonna make you seem legit. After that, just follow some people in your niche, preferably like 70 to 80 minimum, just so that you appear more human. So what I'll do is like, let's say I'm in the business space, I'll come to Alex Hermosi, and all you need to do is just go to his following and try to find people who are relevant, who appear to be in your industry, and simply just start freaking following them. Like follow like 20-30 people a day. So in the next 4 to 5 days, maybe you can end up following like 70 to 80 people. That should be good enough so that you seem more legit and everything. When it comes to the content, like what content should you have on your profile? You can create content if you want to. So if you genuinely want to create content, like I'm not going to stop you from it. But if you're creating content only so that you can get better reply rates from your outreach, I don't think so it's going to be worth it. Like the amount of effort you put in, like the ROI is just not going to be there. I'll suggest like if you want to create content, that's awesome. You can create like a separate account, but creating content in the hopes of getting more replies, positive replies, everything, I just don't think so. It's absolutely worth the amount of effort. Like it might increase the results you get, but the amount of effort required to the amount of time it takes to create the content and everything, and the increase in reply rates you get, just not freaking worth it. And again, like I'm not an expert on IG content, so I won't even comment on it, like what you should create or something. What I'll suggest you to do is like, I'll just say like don't create it if you want my answer. What I'll suggest you to do is just have some lifestyle posts pinned to the top if you have multiple posts. So for example, like right now I did not do it with this, but I do post content, but I've hidden all of the things. So if you watch my profile like 3 days ago, it was just like these 4 posts. So these 2 reels were posted like today and yesterday. So that's why like these are still visible. Otherwise, what I do is I hide all of my reels. I do post content, but I just hide all the reels. And on top, like the top 3 over here, it has like my lifestyle freaking post. So you can see like I'm just living my life and just posting pictures of my life. This works the freaking best based on what I've seen. So it could just be like you just enjoying your life, living your life. For example, like I've added like a lot of different examples. For example, like this guy does the exact same thing, Ben Bader. So he does post reels as well. You can see over here. But at the same time, like these reels are not visible on his profile grid, and it's just like lifestyle pictures of him like living his freaking life. Again, just creep on like adding your lifestyle pictures. I think like that works the best because people just need to see that you're an actual human being. So when they see like a lifestyle picture, they can see, okay, this is an actual person who's reaching out to me. Again, this is an example of him. He had reels earlier. I think he deleted the reels, but earlier he used to like hide the reels, and now he only has like lifestyle pictures. So you can add that. Again, another example, like Charlie Morgan, he posts content consistently, I've seen. But again, he hides all of his freaking reels and he just has like lifestyle pictures which he adds. Like his reels are not visible. So everyone is doing it. I'm pretty sure it's like the best thing because that's what I do as well, and everyone else is doing it. So what you need to do is like, again, just have some lifestyle pictures. I'll say 3 lifestyle pictures are going to be pretty good. Apart from that, like you don't really need more, but I'll say at least have like 3 freaking lifestyle pictures. I know like a lot of people are going to say I'm not photogenic. Like I hate getting clicked as well. I hate having my pictures taken as well. You just have to do it, bro. At the end of the day, like this is required in order to see success from it. So just freaking do it. Who cares if you're comfortable or not? Like just record a video of yourself. Like put your phone somewhere where you can like where you're clearly visible. Take a video, take some screenshots and then upload it. Just live your life. Like when you're going to the gym, take a selfie, whatever. Ask someone to film you. Not that very complicated, not very difficult. Just have like a couple of lifestyle posts. Again, if you're posting reels, like remove all the reels from the main grid. Like I think that's generally going to make your profile look like so much cleaner and better. And all of these big people, they have it for a reason. So you can come here, you can refer to this tutorial. It's going to show you how you can hide your Instagram reels. Last but not the least, you can buy verification if you're not a brokey. So if you have some money, you can pay like, I think it's like $8 or something, like even less than that. So it's like very freaking affordable. So like $8 a month for verification, whatever. You can buy it. Then you get like a blue tick mark. And it absolutely increases the amount of replies you're getting. So you get like this blue tick mark. It's like $6 a month. Not very difficult. So like if you have the money, just invest into it because it almost doubled my reply rate. So like if I was getting like like I used to get around 3 to 4% reply rates when I had like a non-verified profile. Right now I'm getting around 7 to 8%. So I think it's absolutely worth it because you just need like not even like one appointment to make it worth it. Would you not pay like $8 for one appointment? Of course you would. So if you're doubling the amount of meetings you can book, so I think it's absolutely worth it. So if you have the money, like get Instagram verification. Yeah, that's basically the profile setup. So just have like a public profile and turn it into a creator account. Then have a proper profile picture. After that, create like a normal username and name. Have a proper bio, which actually compels people to reply to you, which actually makes people want to reply to you. Coming to the content, you can create content if you want to buy a couple thousand followers. I'll just suggest you to have some lifestyle posts over there. After that, remove all the reels from the main grid if you post reels. And yeah, then at the end, if you have some money to invest into it, just buy verification if you want to. Hope this covered everything. If you have any questions, come to the community over here and drop a question, like create a post. We'll be more than happy to help you. Bye. Creating your outreach message. This is going to be the part where we actually sit down and create the exact message which you're going to be sending out to people. We can create like multiple variations. I'll suggest you to do that so that you can test all of them and see which one is actually going to get you the response. Now, if you want to do it, all you need to do is simply open up a plain Google Doc where we're going to be pasting all of the messages which you'll eventually send, because in the later modules, I'll show you how you can actually set it up in the software which you're using. So then we can just come to this Google Doc and just copy paste the exact message which you want to send out. Now, I'm not gonna cover this again over here because I've made like a complete 4-hour course on Twitter outreach, and over there I've covered the part where you create the exact message which you're going to be sending out in a lot of depth, in a lot of detail. And the principles stay the same. Like it does not matter if you're sending messages on Instagram or Twitter. The script or the copy, it stays exactly the same. So you can click on this link over here. You'll find the link in the pinned comment, not in the description, in the pinned comment. So go right now to the pinned comment and simply open this link over here. The video is going to start from 1 hour, 4 minutes and 20 seconds. You have to watch it from this part to 1 hour and 35 minutes. That's going to cover everything. And I've like covered a lot of things over here. You can I'll just quickly like walk you through. So just watch the full video, but I'll quickly like like what do you call that, like breeze through it just to show you like what exactly we're kind of covering. So I've shared some basic principles which you need to know, so that whenever you're creating like a message, you take care of these principles, you have these principles in mind so that you don't go against them, because otherwise you're gonna get like a lower response rates and everything. Then after that, I've actually shown you the exact real life messages which you use as well. Then like a lot of different principles which you can leverage in the messaging, which we figured out after using like a lot of different testing, a lot of different variations. So I'll skip it ahead. So these are the basic principles which I kind of covered. Yeah. After that, I also share some resources, like I share like a basic evergreen template, which always freaking works for us, which is intro of a call to action. So basically like reaching out to the person, and like intro is basically like why exactly are we reaching out? Because the person is thinking like, bro, like why the frick is he reaching out? Then we say offer, like, yeah, like what exactly can we do for them, how we can help them, because then they're thinking like, okay, I know who this person is, why has he reached out to me, like what can he do for me, what's the benefit of me reading this message. And call to action is simply going to be the thing which you add to the end, like what do you want them to do. So you want them to get on a call with you, or to like basically get the point, right? So this is like an evergreen template which has never failed us. It has been used for a long period of time. There are different variations, but the basic template, the structure of the thing stays the same. And then I've attached some Loom videos of this guy who's like genuinely good at outreach, and he comes up with a lot of different unique ideas. So you can like refer to all of his different videos. I've shared like 2 to 3 videos over here, so you can watch these videos, and they have like different frameworks and everything. So as you can see, I've added like the Loom video link and also a document link which he has created for like basically a lot of different variations of messages. So you can try a bunch of them. So yep, just watch it till like 1 hour and 35 minutes. After that, like it's going to like, yeah, at the end I'll also tell you like just open a Google Doc and write the messages. So I'm assuming you're going to go through this video and you're going to create your exact messages. So right now go and watch it, and don't watch it after like 1 hour and 35 minutes, because then it gets to the setting up the software and everything. But obviously we're not using like X Outreach Pro, because we're trying to do Instagram outreach over here. So just watch this video from 1 hour 4 minutes and 20 seconds to 1 hour and 35 minutes and 4 seconds, and then you should have your messages pasted over here into this Google Doc, so that we can paste them later into our sending software in the next step. I also like, by the way, this video was made around a month ago if I'm not wrong, and right now there's like a new video from the same guy, and it's again like him testing a lot of different scripts and everything. And yeah, I found this video which is helpful, and he just keeps on doing like these experiments where he tries out like different scripts. So obviously like not all of them are going to work. Like 95, like not even 95, 99% of the scripts which he shares in his videos, I'm not saying like anything against him or something, but they just don't work for me. But if you try out all of them, eventually one is going to work. So a lot of variations, so you can use the evergreen one which he used. And then there's this video over here as well, best cold outreach scripts I've ever used. So you can refer to this. Again, a lot of different testing and follow-ups. I've like basically attached a lot of different resources which you can use and leverage, and also the evergreen template which we use. Again, one more thing I want to share is like, again, like there are so many freaking videos on YouTube with so many DM scripts. Like if I just go over to YouTube on an incognito window, I search DM outreach scripts, like you're gonna find so many freaking videos. Here's what I learned so far from cold outreach. So yeah, like again, a message, like a video course from Charlie Morgan. Like you're gonna find a lot of freaking videos on this. You can find a lot of shorts as well. You can find a lot of reels, everything. So what I'll suggest you to do is just go through all of them, try out all the scripts which seem fine to you. So if there's a script which you're kind of like this is just what I do, so don't take it as gospel, like do whatever you want to do. If my gut or my intuition says like this script is not going to work, I just don't try it. And if you think like deep down in your heart, like this script might work, it might not work really well, but there's a small chance it might work, I'll just suggest you to try it. Because what do you have to lose? Try it out for a day and just send out like a couple of follow-ups, send out like 50 to 100 messages, and like just track down the reply rate you're getting and try out all of them. Eventually, once you have tried out each and every single script you can find on YouTube, like don't copy paste it. but see the template, see the exact thing the person is saying, and just try to think like how can you add a unique twist to it so that it's like kind of different, but the principles of it, like it has already worked. That's why the person is creating a video on it. So just try to steal the core principles, the basic structure of the same, but then try to add your own unique spin and twist. Because if you just copy the same exact message as everyone else, like there's a thing known as stimuli hypothesia, which I've covered in this video, which is basically like if a person receives the exact same message, his brain kind of becomes numb to it, and then he does not even register it as a message, and you basically don't get responses. So go on YouTube, try like search for a lot of different scripts and try out all of them, add some unique twist here and there, and the one which works the best for you, use it as long as it's working. When it stops working, try out other scripts. And yeah, that's basically the process we use as well whenever we're doing like cold outreach on Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, DM, like whatever we're doing. That's the process we use. So just go on YouTube and everything. One more thing I have for you. If you are a ClientGram user, if you're using our software to send out messages, so if you go to salegen.com/ClientGram, like the URL might change in the future, so don't come at me. If you're using ClientGram, because it's like the absolute best software, because you get all of these freaking features which you don't get in any other software. It's the safest software, the best software, and the cheapest software. And yeah, if you buy any of these plans, like either the monthly plan for $19 a month or the lifetime plan for $99 a month, in the future the price and everything might change. So again, don't come at me if the price changes or something. I have an offer where we will actually review your messages. Like I'll review your exact message, because that's what I do for my Twitter outreach software users as well. For example, I made this video so you can watch this video as well, where I'm breaking down like cold outreach messages which people are actually using. So over here, this person reached out to me on WhatsApp, where he said like, Somil bro, I use your Twitter outreach software to send out this exact message, and it got me like a 7.5% reply rate and everything. So can you review my DM message and give me feedback? I've used all your principles. So the principles I mentioned in the free course of Twitter outreach. And he said like, personally, I feel the second paragraph could be worked upon, but no clue what to do with that. Basically, he sent me the message, and then I made like a 35-40 minute like complete breakdown, giving him a lot of suggestions, including like what exactly I would do. So like live examples of what I would do if I was like using the message myself. Like this is what I'll write, like a better example, whatever. So basically, I'll review the exact messages you're using live, absolutely free of cost, if you're an existing ClientGram user. If you want to access this, then you need to go to the Instagram outreach channel inside the free community we have over here. So you can find the link to the community in the description or in the pinned comment. Come here and then open up the community. There's this channel known as Instagram outreach. So ensure you're adding the post in the right channel, and then yeah, just click on this thing over here, what's on your mind. So now you can just give this thing the title, DM script review, paste it over here, then body, like follow this exact structure when you're using the body. So yeah, over here, like replace A with the exact message you're using. So let's say I'm using like a hook and switch tactic, like a bait and switch tactic. I won't suggest you to do it. Let's say, hey, are you open tomorrow? So you can enter like the exact message which you're using right now. After that, over here, replace this with the exact niche you're targeting and what's your offer. So let's say you're targeting like, let's say dentists, and you're offering them like double leads, half cost per lead with meta ads. Yeah, like let's say that's a simple offer. Obviously make it better, like quick example, like rough example. Add as much details as possible, because then I'll be able to understand what you're trying to do and give you like much better advice. And yeah, if you're tracking like reply rates and everything, like how many messages you sent out and how many replies you got and everything, if you have data, like just share it, because like the message which he shared with me in that video where I was reviewing his campaign and everything, his message in my opinion was absolute shit. It should have gotten like a 2 to 3% reply rate, but his data said like a 7.5% reply rate. So the first thing which I said is like, don't change anything at all. If you're getting like a 7.5% reply rate, that's a pretty good reply rate. So like add data as well, because then I'll be able to give you a much better and a much accurate view of everything. If you want to share like screenshots instead of pasting like the exact message you're using, you can just click on your add image and upload the exact image which you want to upload, and that should have you covered as well. So yeah, that's what you can do if you want to get it reviewed. By like, if you're watching till this point, I'm assuming so either you have already watched this video and created your outreach messages, or you've been procrastinating and just consuming content like an idiot. So please pause this video right now, go watch this video, and by the end of this video you should have your cold outreach message ready. Like at least have like 3 to 4 variations, so that we can try and test all of the different variations, and you should be covered. I've literally covered everything in this video. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to create a post in the Instagram outreach channel. We'll be more than happy to help you out. Take care. So I'm assuming that you've created your outreach messages, the exact ones which you're going to be sending out, and you have them in a Google Doc, something similar to this, because that's exactly what I asked you to do in the last video, where we went through step by step on how you can create winning messages which will actually get you a reply from people who you want to sell to, so that you can have all the nice things such as more money in your bank account. So all you need to do now is actually set up the software where you're going to be sending out the messages from, the automated Instagram DMs from, and add the messages to the software, so that you can eventually go ahead and add some leads and start sending out the messages to them. So the first step is actually get any software which you want in order to send out the messages. Obviously my software is going to be ClientGram, so I'm going to suggest you to buy ClientGram, not only because it's my software and it's going to make me money, but the thing is like it's the best one, because I've tried all of them. I've tried AutoLead. I've literally made videos like showing and suggesting me using AutoLead, which is the second most popular software which I'll suggest you to buy. And I've I've literally told people to buy these different softwares. So like that's not my aim to shit on these softwares, because I've used them myself. I've used all of them. I've used Auto IGDM, I've used AutoLead, I've used like the random freaking Chrome extensions or whatever. But the problem with them is like they usually have 1 or 2 problems. So I've tried all of them. I've seen like these are the things which are good, these are the things which are bad, and I've just built a software which has all of the good things and none of the bad things. And if I did not mention it, it's also the most affordable one, because you can see it's just like $19 a month for unlimited DMs, unlimited accounts, and all these filters, like all these different things. And you can get a lifetime deal for just $99 one time as well for the Instagram outreach software. So it's absolutely like 10 on 10 deal, because yeah, I just wanted to give you guys like an awesome deal. So either get this, buy the monthly plan or the yearly plan or like the lifetime plan, whatever you want to buy. So you can come here. If you're an Indian, you can like use Indian payments from here. If you want to use international payments, you can like directly buy from here, whatever it is. So I'm assuming you have ClientGram set up. You can like literally buy any of the software if you want to as well. The second best option which I'll suggest, which is the one which I used before making an in-house solution before launching my own software, is a software known as AutoLead. But it's like a, what do you call it? It's like a app-based software, like you download it on Mac. So I'll try to see if I have it. Yeah, you can see like this is the software. So AutoLead is there. I've not used it in ages, so I don't even think so I'm gonna have like an account over here. It's probably gonna try to log me in, whatever. So you can buy AutoLead if you want to. I've used it, like there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, it's a simple software. Like they'll ask you to like send out messages by the software, whatever. Like yeah, I don't actually have the subscription anymore because I built my own one, and it's around like $97 a month, $95 a month if you want to get like unlimited accounts. So unlimited DMs, unlimited accounts, whatever. So you can like get this software if you want to. That's the one I'll suggest, like the second best one. And if you want to get like 60% off lifetime forever, you can simply click on this link and buy like a coupon code, because the friend, like the owner of the software, his name is Charlie, is actually a friend of mine. So like he has basically given me like a discount code. As you can see over here, if we apply the code, then it's like 65% off and you get it for life, like the discount for life. So yeah, you can just come here. If I go to subscribe, it's gonna maybe ask me to log in, but if it doesn't, I'll just simply like show you the coupon code and everything. Yeah, it's basically like allows you to save a lot of money. You're saving hundreds and thousands of dollars, and you just have to pay like $20 once. So you can pay $20 once, and then you get like $61 off every single month on the software if you want to buy it. Otherwise, like just buy my freaking software. It's the best one. Another one is Auto IGDM. You can buy it, and yeah, you can go ahead and buy this. Like literally, by the way, like one thing which I wanted to say is, in my opinion, this is kind of like overpriced, but you need to understand one thing. If you buy this software, I will actually make more money, because you're going to be paying like at least $149 a month. And this is my affiliate link over here. And I think they give like 30% commissions. So I'm literally going to be making like $50 a month if you buy from Auto IGDM Pro, whatever. which is literally like 2.5 times the amount of money I'm gonna make if you buy my software. I just wanted to keep it affordable for everyone. So yeah, I'm actually gonna be losing money by you buying my software compared to Auto IGDM because they pay me more from their affiliate program. So you can buy it. In my opinion, it's kind of overpriced and I don't want you to waste your money. So now I'm assuming you have got a like client gram. I cannot show you for anything else because that's not my software. And after you buy, you'll get the installation instructions, everything. So don't worry about it. I'm assuming you have like bought client gram and you have installed it and everything. We have two versions. One is version 1 and version 2, sorry, and the next one is version 1. So open up any one of them. So it's gonna ask you to open up Instagram, and now it's pretty simple from here. Now we can come and we can create the different messages after we have opened up Instagram. Like after you have opened it up in Chrome, come to the messages section. So click on these three dots, come over to the messages section over here, and just like create like a new list. A list is basically where we store the different variations of the messages which we plan on using in a campaign. So let's say we're reaching out to like let's say like just give it any name which you can remember. Like let's say testing. Like any name works. It should just be something which you can remember. Click on the add button. And now what you need to do is click on this edit icon over here so that we can enter the messages which we want to send out and everything. And like creating the messages is literally as simple as just copying the exact message you want to send out. Like let's say hypothetically, this is the message you want to send out. So I'll come over to messages, testing, and yeah, I'll just freaking paste the message. Hey Alex, buy my stuff. Obviously we want to use personalization. Like we don't want to send it only to Alex. We want Alex to be replaced with the first name of the person whoever is reading it. So what we can do is you can just enter like personalization variables. I'll show you how you can add like more custom variables in the future, like in the later part of this video. But right now, by default, whenever you're messaging anyone, you can like personalize the message including their username. So like let's say I'm reaching out to Alex Mozi and I use the like what's the username of him. Like if I use the username variable, which is this one over here, this username variable, then in the messages wherever it says like username, then the username which is @Hormozi or Homozi over here, you can see in the search bar as well, that's going to be replaced. And yeah, if I'm reaching out to like Danko, which is like a writer, let's say I'm reaching out to writers or something, then like the Danko is going to be replaced automatically. And I don't think so it's a very useful over here because yeah, like no one uses the for like the username to personalize it. We just gave you the feature because other softwares had the feature, so we did not want to be left behind. After that, you can use the full name. So if you use this variable anywhere in the message, like let's say you use hey full name and you paste it over there, then this thing, like this full name over here, it's going to be included. And again, like you don't usually call people with their full name, so again it's not going to be very useful. The thing which is going to be the most useful is going to be the first name. So like the first name of the person. So that's what we're going to be using. So let's say this is the message you want to send, like hey Alex, buy my stuff please. I'll just like yeah, we just have to like enter this first name instead of like Alex. As simple as that. So you can like if you have some like if you think you're like there's a problem with you or something, you can literally copy it if you cannot paste text exactly. Yeah, all you need to do is come back to the messages where we were creating the message. Testing was the name, and I'll just paste the message which you want to send. So if you remember, it was like hey Alex, buy my stuff please. So over here I'll just enter the exact thing. Like it's between these two, whatever you call them, like I don't know what you call them. Between it, write first name in capital. Like don't add any spaces, like write it exactly as it is. Like do not make any changes to this. If you make changes, it won't work properly. So yeah, like this will automatically be replaced with the first name of the person you're reaching out to. Let's say hey first name, please buy my stuff. Like a test message, obviously, like don't send it as the actual message, and click on that message. If you only want to send one message per campaign, you don't want to add variations, like that's it, you're done. You don't have to do anything else. You can go back and yeah, you can go on to the next video. But I'm assuming you want to add like multiple variations, sorry. So yeah, that's what you have to do. It's just simply like repeat this entire process again. If you want to like send the next variation of the message, it's pretty freaking simple. Just like come back to Instagram, open up the bot, click on these three dots, click on messages and click on the testing thing. and yeah, just paste like the next message. So this message we've already created, we can do this. So right now you can see like I added this variation just to show you one more thing. There's something which is known as a spin tax, which you can use as well, like spin syntax. I don't know how to pronounce it. So let's say we want to like automatically have a variation where we want to use different words over here. So like we want it like like let's say we're reaching out to people. We want to use like hop on a call with one person, and the next person who gets the message we want it to be get on a call. So let's say like the first message which you want to send out, it should be like, hey mate, can we get on a call tomorrow? So I can show you how we can get you like billions of dollars, like test message. The next message which you send out, you might want to like test out different things. So you can be like, hey, can we hop on a call? So how do you do it? So that in the messages, like there is like a variation, there is spin tax, so that like every message is not the same, which is number one going to reduce the chances of you being banned or something, because it's not the exact same message which you're sending out. But number two, you can also like test it out. You can test different variations. So how you can do that? All you need to do is simply like add these two curly brackets over here and just enter the first variation which you want to send out, like let's say hop, and then you have to enter this straight thing over here, whatever you call this, like it's like a straight line over here, I don't know what you pronounce it, and then you can enter the second thing. So yeah, like just get, if you want to like have three different variations that you want to use it, so what could be the third one? Hey man, can we like get on a call, hop on a call, jump. Let's say you want to use the jump as a third variable. Again, you just enter like the straight line again, and then you press jump, enter jump. And now what's going to happen is like, let's say we send out the DMs to three people. The first person is going to read like, is going to receive the message like, hey mate, can we hop on a call tomorrow? The next person is going to receive the message which says like, hey mate, can we get on a call tomorrow? Like the fourth person, the third person, sorry, who receives it, it's going to be like, hey mate, can we jump on a call tomorrow? So that's how you can use spin tax. You can use like multiple spin tax. So let's say you wanted to add a spin tax between LOL and haha as well. So you enter LOL in the curly brackets and then you enter haha. So yeah, that's what you can do. So like that's how you use spin tax. You can use unlimited spin tax. You can add like multiple words. It's not like necessary you only add one word. So you can add like multiple words as well. The process is the same. So let's say you wanted to use lol bro and like haha mate, like hypothetical example. You can add like multiple words. Just ensure like there's no spacing between them. Like yeah, so all you need to do is just have these curly brackets, enter the first phrase, add like a straight line, whatever you call it, and yeah, just enter like the next line without adding a space between the line, like the end of the first phrase, the line between them, to actually tell our software that this is the second variation starting and the start of the second variation. Click on the add message. So that's going to be the second message which you want to send out. So obviously this is not the best one. So yeah, like these are, by the way, like examples. Like don't copy paste these messages. These are random messages I came up with. They're not like proven or tested or something. So you're going to get probably terrible results. Now, one thing you can like you think of is like, let's say you wanted a message like this, where it's like, yo Alex, if you don't buy my stuff, then acquisition.com will never hit $1 billion in revenue. So we want to like automatically insert the like the website of the person. So what are we supposed to do in that scenario? We have to use something known as a custom variable, which we can use, but the only catch is like in the next video or the video after that, we probably will cover like different ways of getting leads. So in that video, so if like basically we have a function where you can upload leads via CSV. So if you come over to bots, like let's say this is the one, so you can get leads from followers, following, and all of these things. Like if you like DM people who are like followers of a particular person, they are following someone, or they have added like a particular hashtag to their post, or they like tagged themselves on a location, or they commented or liked the post. If you use these methods of finding leads, you can only like personalize the message using like the first name, the last name, and the full name and the username. But let's say you were like uploading a custom list of users. What you can do is you can click here and you can upload like a CSV file which has a custom, like a CSV file which has different columns, and then we can use the columns to personalize it. Like what do you mean? Like let's take this example over here. I'm going to show you what exactly you're supposed to do. So there's like this app known as app.leads.cm. So like I've covered this thing basically in the future as well. So let's say you're using this app to reach out to people. Like, yeah, it's basically like a database where you can get Instagram leads as well with a lot of different filters. So let's say hypothetically you're using this thing. Like, I've covered a lot of ways you can use anyway. You just need like a CSV file with fields which can be used for personalization. So let's say I want people who have the term marketing agency in their bio, and they, like, let's say apply. I have that. Like, these people have like the keyword marketing agency, and they have like minimum 500 followers, and you only want profiles which have like a website present, and they should be in the United States. Yeah, let's say this is the thing, and I want to like reach out to these people. Like, I'm just gonna quickly show you. So like, I'll just open it up at Google Sheets to show you like a sample lead list and how we can use like a lot of different fields to like personalize the messages. So right now you can see we have a CSV file with data like this. So this is going to be the exact username of the people which we can like tell us often like you have to reach out to these people. Now let's say you wanted to include their website over here in the message exactly like we did over here in the third variation. This is what you have to do. So just copy paste the message, and where it says like the website, all you have to do is again enter like the two things which we added around like the first name when we were trying to personalize it. So these two arrows, whatever you call them, and over here come to the spreadsheet and like copy paste this exact text. So let's say you want to insert the website of the people over here. So like come here and copy paste the exact thing over here. Like there should be no gap. So copy this text exactly as it appears. Like if it's not exact, it won't work. So if you add like website and the like the W is small in the text which you entered, it just won't work. So you have to enter it exactly as you see it over here. So over here, I'll enter website. So now if we like add this message, what it's going to do, it's going to automatically insert the website over here. So this is only possible if you're using like a custom CSV for leads. This won't work if you don't have a custom CSV. If you're using any other method apart from a custom CSV to reach out to people, then you can only personalize using like the first name, last name, username, and the full name. You need to have like a CSV present. And again, you can use any field over here in a CSV. If you have a CSV where there is an Instagram profile and Instagram username, then you can do it. For example, like let's say we want to include like the phone number of the person. You wanted to say like, can I give you a call on this number? Just copy the name of this field over here. Like let's say this is the message you want to use. Like I'll add it as a variation. Like let's say hypothetically, where was the bot messages? I'll come over to, this is the one where we're creating it. So yeah, like yeah, Alex actually has to be replaced with the first name as well, because that's the first name of a person. You want to include that first name capital, add message. So after that, like let's say we wanted to include the phone number. So you wanted to say like, hey, can I give you a call on this number? Like let's say we are sending out a follow-up message to him. So I can be like, hey, first name, because we're sending it to let's say people and you want to include their first name. Can I give you a call on this number? And now you want to include their exact phone number. So what you'll do again, like have these thing over here, these two things, whatever you call them, and just paste the exact thing over here which you copied. So it says like phone over here, paste phone exactly as it is. Do not make the p small, do not add a break after it, make it exactly as you see over here. Let's say you want to mention like, hey man, I saw that you had like 1700 fans. So like let's say you wanted to include their follow count and you wanted to personalize the message. Like let's say you wanted to say like, hey first name, so you had like 1200 fans. Like I'll enter first name over here. So you had 1200 fans. So like this we want to replace with the number of followers they have over here right now. So what I'll do over here is I'll replace it and I'll just enter the exact thing over here, follow count. If you're like stupid and you add like followers, like we won't be able to replace it with followers because the software, like it has a code and it reads the code and it executes on the code. The code does not have a brain right now. Maybe in the future we can, but right now like code cannot think on its own. So the code does not know like this means like it has to insert followers. What the code knows is, okay, like this is the CSV file given to me by the user and I have to replace, like if the code reads this, then it knows like, okay, you have to replace the exact data which is mentioned in this field over here and I have to personalize the message using that. So let's say you wanted to use it, like add it exactly as it is. Like over here, you can see like there's no space over here, then don't add the space. Like, yeah, just don't add a space. If you add this, like it won't work. But if there was a space between them, you have to add a space. Like if this look like this, then you have to add a space. So just copy it exactly as it is. And again, like I've stressed it so many times, what your campaigns are gonna like go to hell if you try to add like a custom variable and you like mess this part up. Because you don't want to be sending out like, hey man, so your like this thing follow count. You want it to be replaced with the exact thing. So whatever it is, like copy it exactly from Google Sheets and enter it over here. Let's say you wanted to say something like, yeah, let's say you wanted to like include something with the mentioned in the bio. So copy paste the bio exactly as it says over here. So your first name. So you mention this in your bio, and let's say you wanted to include the bio. Again, have this thing over here, whatever it is, and paste bio, like the name of the field which has the bio exactly as it is. Then it's going to be replaced automatically everything. So it's pretty freaking important you get this thing right. All you now need to do is like just have the CSV open which has the leads who you're going to be reaching out to. Again, I show you like, don't worry if you don't know like where can I get these custom leads, like how do I use this lead CM software, whatever, like all of these things they're going to be covered in the later modules. But yeah, let's say I want to add this for the custom thing. I'm just going to come back to Instagram, open up this messages, open the list where I'm adding the message, and click on the add message over here. And now like all these different messages where you see over here, a software is automatically going to rotate through all of them. So the first person will get this, the second will get this, the third will get this, the fourth will get this, the fifth will get this, the sixth will get this, seventh will get this, eighth will get this, ninth will get this, and so on and so forth. So like again, it reduces the chances of your account being banned, and also it allows you to test out different variations of the message so that you can find out the one which actually works the freaking best for you. So that's going to be the part of setting up messages in the software. Pretty simple if you're using like simple personalization like first name or something. Very simple. Again, if you're using like the custom CSV personalization, you just have to understand it once. Like I know it kind of looks complicated, but once you figure it out once, I promise it's going to be like the simplest thing you ever have to do. So yeah, just figure it out once, like create a campaign, send like a message to yourself, whatever, using the CSV, whatever. And yeah, if it's working fine, you should be good to go. Like the next time you do it won't be a problem. And by the way, you can create like multiple variations. Like all you have to do is again, just come back to this 3 dots, messages, open the list, and you can delete variations, you can add multiple variations or whatever. One more thing is like I showed you how to do this in version 1 of the software. If you want to do this in version 2, the process stays exactly the same. The only difference in version 1 and version 2 is when you actually like send out the message, by the way you get both of them when you do it. If you like get access to version 2, then you can also like automatically like a post, you can automatically comment on a post as well. And again, you can like automatically follow people and unfollow people. So that's the only difference like between version 1 and 2. Everything else stays the same. So if you're using version 2, just copy paste like the exact process which I showed you. So you can come to messages, create like a list, and everything else is exactly the same. So you can come ahead and create the messages exactly like you did for version 1. I hope that covered like setting up messages in the software. And the next step is going to be it's going to be getting leads and then humanizing your campaigns and starting everything. So that's going to be covered in the later videos. If you have any questions, just drop them over here in the community which we have. Now that you've set up the messages which you're going to be sending out to people, the thing which we now need to do is simply finding the right people to send the messages to. Because even if you have like the perfect process, the perfect message, profile, everything set up, if you're just reaching out to the wrong people, it simply won't work. Like imagine you want to reach out to Jeff Bezos and you're like messaging Amazon customer care page or something. Probably not going to work out. So that's the thing. Like you can have everything set up perfectly, but if your input, which is going to be the leads or the people you're going to be reaching out to, if that part is not taken care of properly, it won't work. And the only thing which is going to be worse than having a system which does not produce the outputs which you want is going to be a system which is inconsistent. Because sometimes it happens with a lot of people based on what I see and what I hear from people. They're like 1 month it works so good for us, like Instagram outreach is working well. But then the next month it's not working well. And they're using the exact same messages, the exact same process. But the only thing they've changed is the people they're reaching out to. And they're using like a spray and pray tactic. So obviously that's going to lead to a lot of issues down the day. So you need to have like a proper process in order to finding leads and you have to ensure it's like repeatable so that you never run out of leads again and the engine is never out of fuel. So what I'll basically do in this video is going to walk you through all the different ways of finding leads. So I've created like an entire document over here which is going to go through all the different ways, like what works well for this industry, like what works better for certain industries, and what should you be using depending on your industry, depending on your budget, everything. So I'm going to go through all the different ways of finding the leads. I want you to watch this video till then, and after that sit down and analyze and think what's going to be the right thing for me, what source of finding leads is going to be the best one, and then simply update it over here in this document. So that's going to be the different ways of finding leads. The first one is going to be the followers or the following of a particular person. So if you're using this source of finding leads, what we're basically doing is we're reaching out to people that are currently following or being followed by a particular person. So this is going to be useful if the person has a very niche audience, otherwise it simply won't work. So let's say I go to this guy over here. Like I know this guy who is pretty popular in the coaching space, like Tom Young's. Yeah, let's say this guy. He creates like content related to how coaches can make money without depending on funnels, and they don't have to run ads and everything. Now the people who are following him, they probably will be coaches. Like not everyone is going to be a coach, but they probably will be a coach. You can see like personal branding for associates, so kind of looks like an agency or a coach or something. So she also kind of looks like a coach or maybe an agency. So he's going to be followed by a lot of freaking coaches. I think this is another like coach as well. You can see like Muslima, Soul and Legacy coach, whatever this is, like I don't know any of these things. Fat loss coach. So he's being followed by a lot of coaches. The people which he is currently following, like a lot of them are going to be coaches as well. So obviously like he's following people like him, and I know him, like I used to watch him a lot. He's like a fitness influencer. Like not everyone is going to be that. For example, like this is again like not a coach. He's Alex freaking Hermosi. I don't think so. Like this guy is a coach as well. But like they follow a lot of coaches. So if I just search for coach over here in the following, people who have like the word coach in the name or like the bio, then again we have a lot of different ways, or like a lot of these people, they're going to be coaches too. So we can either reach out to all the people that are currently following him, or reach out to all the people that are being followed by him. So what you can do is like the process is going to be the same in both like Clientgram version 1 or Clientgram version 2. All you need to do is come to the bot which you have created, and over here if you want is just over here simply select like followers or following. If you want to reach out to all the 77,000 people that are currently following him, then you can come here and you can select followers. If you want to reach out to people who are being followed by him, so the people who he is following, which I have seen is ideally going to be like a higher quality audience, because people don't like to follow like bots and idiots. So you can do that as well if you want to reach out to like a slightly higher quality audience. And over here you just have to enter the username of this person. If you're wondering what's the username, like I'll just refresh it. The username is exactly this thing, like this thing, like the thing over here. And on the search bar it appears too, but I think like the search bar is going to be hidden in the video. So yeah, just copy this exactly as it is. Just copy it. Don't copy this like this is the name. This is not like the first name. So I'll come here. Let's say this is the bot where we're sending out. I'll select followers and I'll just simply like paste it over here, the exact username. If I want to reach out to the people that are being followed by him, then again I can simply like enter the exact username, and then yeah, I'll be able to reach out to all of the people over there as well. So this is one way of getting leads, like from people that are currently being followed by a particular person or people that are being followed by them. One thing I like to do, like I've used this a lot, is what you can do, like this is something which I did not plan on sharing in the video, like I did not think of it, but I think there's like a free Chrome extension known as Instant Data Scraper. So like this is something which I've used a lot. So you can come to like Chrome Web Store and you can search for Instant Data Scraper. It's a free Chrome extension. You can download it. And after that, what you can do is you can open like go to someone who is following like at least 500 people in your niche. Let's say I'm trying to target coaches, and exactly like I showed you, I'll just search for the keyword coach over here. You cannot do this with followers because like you cannot see all the followers of a particular person, but you can do this with like the following of a particular person. There are better ways of finding leads, and I promise I'm going to show you the better ways of finding leads, but you can do that. So what you can do is you can come here, open up Instant Data Scraper, and now let's see if it has selected the right thing. So yeah, you can see like this has been highlighted. So we have selected the right thing. If you don't see it, like just click on try another table if you don't see the data. So just keep on doing this till the time you find the right thing. So you can see over here we have like the Instagram username. So this is like the Instagram username field. So I'll just name it username. The remaining fields we can remove as well if you want to. And yeah, and now we can click on the infinite scroll button, because yeah, just click on this button, click on start crawling, sorry, and now it's automatically going to go and copy all of this data. And now we have all the people that are being followed by this guy who have like the word coach in either the bio or in the profile or in the username or something. So you can get like leads using this way as well. What I like to do is I just click on copy all. Let's say we wanted to send out a message to all these people. I'll come over to bots, like let's say this is the one which I wanted to use, and over here I can just select custom users and I can paste the list of usernames, and all the 58 people have been added, and then I can simply start it. Like I'll show you how you can like do this custom username thing as well in the future. I've covered it extensively by the end of the video, but yeah, this is a method and I did not want to forget it. So you can do this thing again and again with all the people that are currently being followed by someone prominent. So you can just click on the following of a particular person, search for a keyword which is going to be included in the first name and the last name of all the people. And another thing you can do is like you can do this with followers. So I have a lead generation software known as Leadwave. I don't know if like the landing page is going to be the same when you are watching this video, but yeah, over here like this is the software which I have, and soon I'm adding in like an Instagram scraper over here. So that Instagram scraper can be used to like basically like extract all the followers or the followings of a particular person. So then you can do that, and then you can use like ChatGPT to basically find like the Instagram followers or followings of a particular person. So you can do that as well. Yeah, I'm going to be creating a scraper which allows you to scrape that, so you can get Leadwave, and probably I'll list it in Saveback. So by the end of the video, like check the pinned comment. If it has been created, I'll add the link. So this is a platform which I've created for a lot of cool softwares which allow you to make more money, save you a lot of freaking money and everything. Over here, I'll list it. I'll make it like a Chrome extension. You can pay for it once and then you can use it forever. What that is going to allow you to do, it's going to allow you to scrape the followers or the followings of a particular person. You can give the sheet to ChatGPT and ask it like, this is what I'm trying to sell. Please tell me and let me know if this is going to be a good option to basically reach out to this person. The next thing is going to be hashtag. So like I'll just show you what I mean by it. I'll open it up. Let's say this is the one which I'm using. So sorry, I opened the message. I'll open up the bot. Yeah, over here you can see there's this thing known as like under target users. There's this thing known as hashtag, and over here you can basically enter any hashtag, and all the people who have added posts over here in this particular hashtag, they're going to receive like a message from you. So if I open up Instagram and I search for hashtag marketing agency, then you can see a lot of posts have been added over here, 5.4 million posts. And obviously like a marketing agency is going to post it. So a lot of these things you can see the like marketing agency related posts. And simply you can reach out to people who have either the hashtag like marketing agency or whatever hashtag you've entered in either like the bio, in their post, or in their profile. So if the keywords exist, then we can send out messages to those as well. So that's another strategy of reaching out to people. So it's simply like keywords or hashtags your ideal customers might include in their posts or profiles. This works well for me. Like I've not tested it for a lot of agents. Like let's say we're trying to reach out to influencers. It won't be very smart to like reach out to people who have hashtag influencer, because again that's going to be like a very vague keyword. Like anyone can do it. Like if a person is like a brand can use that as well. And the people who are actually influencers, they probably won't use the keyword hashtag influence in their post. So it won't work really well. So you have to sit down and use your brain and think like, will the people who I want to sell to, will they actually include it? Like I know like any good guy who has an actual company, legit company, he won't include like the word hashtag like business in their bio. Like maybe they can, or maybe like entrepreneur, because entrepreneurs don't use that. Like he might include business coach, because again that's kind of like specific. So don't try to go after very broad hashtags. I'll say try to target like hashtags which are like very niche down, so that the fact like they only have like people who are actually ideal customers. And like even if you have a hashtag which has just like 1000 posts, let's say, which is considered very less, you can easily like reach out to the people for like at least like 10 to 20 days before running out of it. So I'll say like that strategy is going to work really freaking well. So you can use hashtags that works well for me. And it won't work if the hashtags are too general. Like for example, if you use like hashtag gym and you're trying to reach out to gym owners, what about the people who are like going to this like the gym and they're like posting the selfies? They can use like hashtag gym as well. So you need to have like specific keywords which are not very general that everyone can use it. So try to think of some very niche specific keywords which they might include. For example, like say I'm reaching out to doctors. I think hashtag dermatologists will work very well because people who are trying to like sell to doctors, they probably won't use it, and people who are not like skin doctors or like skin specialists, they probably won't use the hashtag dermatologist. So like that's an example. Don't use hashtag doctor, use hashtag dermatologist or any other example. Like I don't know what do doctors call themselves. Like I'm not an expert in that field. The third thing is gonna be location, and location is basically like, let's say you go to Instagram. I don't think so this is available on like the Chrome thing. Like let's say select let's say Rome. And like I don't think so like location is available on like location is available on the Instagram desktop app. I think it's only there on the phone thing. Rome, Instagram, location. Yeah, you can see there are like locations over here. I don't know how to search for the location on the Instagram app. You can do this on like the phone app. So there's a thing, you can like copy it, and then like let's say I come to this bot over here and I like, let's say this is the bot I'm using, and over here I select like location and I paste the link of it and I start sending out the messages. Then all the people who have tagged themselves in this location, like all these people, all the people who have posted over here, like all of them are going to receive like a message from me. And like this is pretty useless for most people. Like we only did it so that people who have local businesses can use it to like reach out to people who have tagged themselves in a particular place. Otherwise it's like a pretty useless feature. But yeah, you can do it. So if you have like a local business and you're trying to do outreach for them, or you're trying to reach out to people in a particular locality, you have like a gym maybe or something, or you offer like, let's say, gardening service to people in your locality, maybe you can do that, but it's pretty useless. So you can just paste the link over there and then like start reaching out to people. After that, comments is like, yeah, I think this is a pretty good one and it works well depending on how niche the post is. So what it basically is like, I'll take that example of this guy only, like Tom Young's. Let's say this post only. This post has around like, how many comments are there? Like 1500 comments. And all these 1500 people, they're kind of interested in like using like personal branding or like organic marketing to acquire customers. They're not believing in like paid ads. They don't believe in funnels and everything. And these are kind of my potential prospects, my potential customers, if I want to reach out to people who are interested in personal branding services. So what you can do is copy the link of this post. You can open up this bot over here. You can come to the bot section. Let's say this is the one I want to use, and over here you can select like commenter, and you can simply enter the post of the like paste the link of the post whose comments you want to reach out to. And if we start the bot, then all of the people who have commented over here, we're simply gonna start sending out messages to these people. So like it has worked really well for me in a lot of cases. For example, if you have watched the Twitter outreach video, I've like shown you like this has gotten us like 10-15% reply rates on Twitter outreach posts, because like yeah, so it works very well for some cases. It works very terribly for a lot of cases as well. So yeah, it will work well if the post is very niche. For example, if this was a post related to scaling a business, or like how to get rich, how to make $10,000 a month, the people who would comment on it, they're probably going to be consumers. It's not a very niche post. Like everyone can be interested in making $10,000 a month. Obviously the people who are making less than that, so that's not a very good post to reach out to the comments of. But if there's this post over here and this person is saying like, yo bro, you need to stop doing funnels, then the people who are reading this and the people who are commenting on it, they already know about funnels. They already have like a coaching business, like that's why they're not interested in like paid ads and everything. They're interested in like content, they're interested in organic marketing, everything. So they understand these concepts. It's a very niche post. So like the people over here, they're gonna be like higher quality compared to a person who's like, yeah bro, like buy my fucking course, I'm gonna make you like $10,000 a month. And over here, like one more thing you can do is if the person has created like a call to action for a lead magnet. For example, like what's the call to action? Where's the call to action post? Yeah, like this guy has said like comment this thing and I'll send you over a video which is gonna show you like how you can basically make money using a flywheel without depending on like cold outreach or paid ads. So he has said like comment this thing, and people who have commented in it, like 99.999% comments are just like OSF, which is the call to action over here. So these, like, it's a very specific call to action, and the people who are like literally commenting it, they're saying that yeah, they're interested in this thing. So if you sell something similar to it, then you can reach out to these people. So, like, one thing, the post must be very specific. It should not be a very broad or a vague term. And just ask yourself, like, the people who you want to sell to, like, will they ever engage with this type of post? Will they actually comment on it? And the number two thing, which is like the number two tip related to this, is simply reach out, like, try to use posts where the person has added a call to action for something which the person you're trying to sell to will be interested in. For example, if I know like someone who's doing outreach, they will be interested in feed leads. So if someone has like a post where they're saying like comment free and I'll send you over like 2000 free leads in this industry, then I can reach out to those people because they're interested in free leads. So then I can like go out and start selling my software to them and everything. So yeah, that's what I'll suggest you to do. Like, it's a pretty good strategy. It works well for me. I'm being totally honest. Like, followers following it won't, like, it's not very useful if the person you're reaching out to does not have a very niche audience. Like, if you're reaching out to like Alex Hermosi, he's following like a lot of people, man. Like, it just won't work. A lot of random people follow him. So yeah, if you're reaching out to like very big people, like, I don't think so it's gonna be good strategy. Hashtags are good depending on what type of hashtags you use. Location is pretty useless for most people unless you have like a local business. Comments are good, again, being completely honest. Like it's the same thing as like us. So what you can do exactly like this, you can reach out to all these 1200 people who have liked this post as well. So all you need to do is like copy the link of this post, come over here, come to bots, open the bot which you want to use for sending out the messages, select like us and paste the link of the post. And then instead of the people who have commented on the post, all the 1200 people who have liked this post, they're going to receive the message. So it's like the same as commenters. I don't think so it's like a really smart idea, because usually the people who have commented, they're like more interested in it. So you can reach out to the people who have liked the post as well, just do that. But I think you should be reaching out to comments, as that's like a higher quality thing. One more thing you can do is, I don't think so it's gonna be allowed on everything, but yeah, it's not there. What, like, if you have like a slightly smaller account, what, like, let's say I try to search for real estate coach. Let's say this one, 430 likes, will I be able to do it? Basically, like, some places, like, sometimes you can search the people who have liked it. You can see all the likes and then you can like search for it as well. So then what you can do is you can only reach out to people who have a particular keyword. So yeah, like a lot of the likes over here are hidden, as you can see. But what you can do is, like, again, you can use instant data scraper to find a post where it's there, and like I'll click on reset columns, and yeah, you'll be able to like extract the name as well, and you can see. So what you like, you can give it to chat GPT and you can be like only like include people who are realtors. So a lot of people who are realtors and like the real estate agents, they have this thing over here where they say that yeah, we're a realtor. So then you can like maybe reach out to them. So that's how I would use likes. If you want to, you can do that with comments as well, but I don't think so like manually scraping comments using instant data scraper is gonna be worth it. So let's say, can I search for it? I'm unable to search for it. But earlier, like maybe they removed it earlier, what used to happen is there was like a search button and you can search for a particular thing. So then I used to like search for like the keyword, like let's say coach, and then all of them used to come up and appear. So you can do that with like us. Last but not the least is going to be reaching out to custom users, which I saved for the last but actually showed you earlier as well. So you can come here and then you can select like custom users over here, and then you can either paste a list of the usernames like we did earlier. For example, SomilBiz, for example, my private account, Somil Private. And yeah, you can enter the list of all the different usernames you want to reach out to. So you can like separate them either with a line break, so this, or you can separate them with a comma. So you can see if I don't have a comma, it's treating it as one username. If I have a comma, it's treating it as two usernames. If you don't want to add a comma, you can add a line break as well. Again, it's going to be two usernames. You can click on this button and it's going to import like a CSV file with the usernames. I'm not going to do this right now because like something is wrong with my Chrome. I've tested it with like a lot of people. Everyone who uses this software, they can use it fine. Like it's a problem with my Chrome browser. I don't know what it is. No matter which Chrome extension or software I use, whenever I try to upload like a CSV file, it crashes. If I use Microsoft Edge over here, which is the another browser, where the frick is Edge, it works fine for me. So you can upload like a CSV file and it's gonna work well for you. I'm not gonna do it over here because my Chrome keeps on crashing, and it's not a problem with this software because I've tried it on like Microsoft Edge. Other people have used it on Chrome, so it works absolutely fine. It's a problem with my computer. I don't know what it is. It happens with every other software as well. So that's the custom user option. So a couple of things we can do in order to find custom users over here. The first way is gonna be like using this one thing. Like this is my favorite way, and I think like this is the best way as well because you can control like lead quality a lot. The first way is gonna be using this software over here. I'll open it up in an incognito window. Continue to site. It's not my software, by the way. So yeah, for full transparency. So it's basically, it says like leads.cm. It's a software. I've actually made a review of this as well. So I've covered it exactly. So if you want to use it for lead generation and other purposes, you can. I have a challenge. Refer to this video. I tried the cheapest B2B lead software for 30 days. You can watch this video if you want to know if it's worth it. It's, in my opinion, like the cheapest B2B lead software. So this is a software, and they have this thing over here where .leads.cm, where they allow you to export leads from Instagram. Now they actually made it so that you can get like emails and phone numbers, but we can use it for finding leads for Instagram outreach as well. This was not made for Instagram outreach, but I tried it once and it worked really well. So you can get access to it. It's only like $20 a month. So it's very affordable. It's not free, but this is my favorite way. And obviously because it's the best, it does cost some money. So one thing, if you're an existing Leadwave user, if you use my software like the Leadwave software, you get it for free. So simply reach out to me. So yeah, existing Leadwave users, you can reach out to me. Yeah, Leadwave is not my Twitter outreach, my Instagram outreach software. It's my lead generation software. So if you want it, you can get it. Another thing, if you want only the leads.cm software, so it's going to be like $20 a month. But if you want it at half the price, you can click on this link and you can get it for just $10 a month. So you can get leads.cm from here as well. And you basically get to save like a lot of money, and there's like no limits because they give you like unlimited exports and no one else can access your data or something. So yeah. Now once we're here, you can simply use like a bunch of different filters to find these who we can reach out to. So let's say I want to reach out to only people that are in the United States. I can do it. I don't want people who are like in like a third world country. I can exclude that country, like let's say Afghanistan. But because we've selected the United States only for the people who you want to send out to, we don't have to exclude countries. After that, over here you can select like if you only want to reach out to people who have like a website on their account. If you only want to reach out to people who have like a category on their account. So you can do all of these things as well. Then you can enter if you want to reach out to people who have only like minimum 500 followers, and they should not be having like more than 100,000 followers. So you can do that. If you want only like 10,000 followers or like 5,000 followers, you can do that. Click on apply and you can see we have like around 1.5 million leads still remaining. Let's say you only want people who like belong to particular categories. I think this is like really useful to filter. So like when you're creating like a business page on Instagram or a creator account, there are a lot of different categories which you can choose from. So you can do that. So let's say I want to reach out to advertising agency. I can select that. And only the accounts which have like the advertising agency in the bio, they like the type as their account type, they will be included. So you can see over here, if we try to do this like I'll click on it. So open Instagram profile. Okay, so the first, we're not off to a good start because it's not even visible. The website is down as well. The second one hopefully is a better one. Let's try to open it up on Instagram. This one is not there as well. Wow, I never faced a problem though. Yeah, you can see it's like a marketing agency, an advertising agency, and I'm taking this example because that's the industry which I belong to. So you can see like their website, you can check their phone number, and a lot of the times these phone numbers are SMS numbers as well. So you can like, yeah, basically if you want to send out SMS messages as well as a way of following up, you can do that. You have their email as well if you want. So like I copied their email. This is like a support email, but a lot of the times you can get their actual email as well. If I copy their phone number, like 99% of the phone numbers I found on Instagram, they're like mobile numbers of these people. So you can basically apply filters. Let's say you want people who have like you can search for keywords as well. Like let's say I want marketing agency. I can search for that. Now the people who have like an advertising agency and like a marketing agency keyword, they're going to be included. Let's say I only want people who have like the keyword founder. Then I can select that. I can apply. So you get a lot of filters obviously. Like let's say founder. You can see all the 33,000 people who have like the word founder inside their bio. They will be included. So basically you have a lot of creativity and flexibility, and all you need to do is if you want to export it, you can click on the clipboard page button, and yeah, you can click on the mass export and download it as a CSV as well. What I just do is I open it up in Google Sheets and I just copy the page, and yeah, you can paste it over here. If you want to go to the next page, click on the button over here, go to the next page and just click on export clipboard page. You can do this on like mass export as well, so you can like export page. The only problem with this software which I found is going to be like the export process. It's kind of clunky. That's the only like the main downside I think it has. That's what I covered in the review video. So it's not like a paid partnership. Like I made a completely honest review. I said like yeah, like, these things about it are shit as well. So like yeah, basically you can just copy it, and these are like the Instagram usernames. So you can like apply all the filters which you want and then just copy it over here and come to the Instagram outreach software, like the bot. Come to the bot which you're using to send out the message. Let's say it's this one. Select custom users and just simply like paste it. Or you can click on this button and upload this exact CSV file, like download the CSV file and upload it. Again, you can use it for personalization as well. Let's say you want to use the personalized follow account. You can upload the CSV and you can use this data. I've already shown you how you can use these fields for personalizing the data. So you can use like all these different fields for personalization as well. You get their phone numbers, you get their email addresses, everything. So I think it's like a really high quality data source, like a high quality database of finding these. Like this is what we use currently. In my opinion, it's like the absolute best way of finding these because you can apply a lot of different filters. Another thing you can do is scrape the followers or the followings of people if the count is small, and you can also scrape like hashtags, or you can scrape like comments or likes as well, and then you can apply filters. So basically like right now it's not ready yet, but we're working on like a scraper inside of Leadwave on Instagram. It will be ready in like 1 to 2 days. So when you're watching this video, it will 100% be ready. So I'll add the link to the same in the pinned comment. So it will be available on SafeBig. So if you want to, like, I'll make it very affordable. You can just pay like a one-time price and use it forever. So what that is going to allow you to do, exactly like this, you can paste the link of a post and you can scrape all the people who have liked it or commented on it, or you can paste the link of like, not the link of it, you can paste like a username, and then you can like get access to all the people that are currently being followed by that person or people that are currently following that person, and then you can basically like scrape all of that data. And yeah, any other thing which I miss, I don't want to miss anything. Yeah, you can scrape like the followers or the followings, and then hashtags. Like yeah, we'll give you the option to scrape hashtags as well. So you can scrape hashtags too, like let's say hashtag marketing agency, hashtag cold email, whatever it is. Yeah, you can scrape followers, followings, market like hashtags, comments and likes, and then you can basically filter them. So you can open it up in a Google Sheets, and if you know how to use like filters inside of Google Sheets, you can use that. Or what we like to do is we just use this chat GPT prompt. You can give it to like any AI model of your choice, and yeah, you just like paste it in chat GPT, you upload the CSV file. Like let's say I'll try to do this. I'll just download the CSV file which we just scraped right now, and I'll try to do it. Like let's say this is the one. I'll upload this file. Boom, I'll paste this prompt. You need to make some changes into this prompt. So over here, like replace this with the niche is, or let's say marketing agencies who will be interested in the service which I sell. So replace with this with their exact service. So I'll write appointment booking service. After that, replace this with like the 2 to 3 main benefits of working with you are guaranteed ROI as we work on a pay on results basis, more time available to the founder, and increase in revenue. Because when we're getting clients or someone, we're making them more money, we're saving their time because they don't have to do the work themselves, and there's like zero risk with zero risk. So just explain it briefly to ChatGPT. You can, by the way, use it with any other AI model of your choice, and I'll suggest you to use like a reasoning model over here because it's going to do like much better. So I'll say like O3, which is the reasoning model, just like the most advanced reasoning model available. And if you want like ChatGPT Plus at a discounted price, you can get it here. So you only have to pay like $10 instead of $24 because it's $20 and $4 a month in taxes. If you're in India, I don't know outside India if they have taxes or not. So you can buy here. If you're an Indian and you want to pay via UPI or net banking, you can click this link and you can pay using this as well. And all the features of ChatGPT are updated on their website, so you can see we're offering like ChatGPT Plus. Pro we don't have right now. If you want Pro, you can let me know that as well. And yeah, after that over here, just replace this thing with the exact number of entries. So in the CSV file, how many entries we have? We have around like 101 entries. So I'll replace it with 101, and I'll just see if I miss something. No, then you can just click on the enter button, or maybe I'll use like O4 mini because it's kind of like faster than O3. Just select the latest, the best reasoning model, and ChatGPT will do it for you. And then you can like reach out to all the people who are qualified to work with you. It's gonna go ahead and like think of it and everything. So I'll leave it running in the background. So that's a prompt you can use. So when you're watching this, I'm sorry I cannot give you a demo right freaking now, but yeah, you just use like the scraper. I'll attach the YouTube video on how to use the scraper. You can enter the link of a post, scrape all of the comments or the likes of that post, scrape the followers or the followings of a person, or scrape the hashtag which you want to scrape. Upload that CSV file over here to ChatGPT and paste this exact prompt, and ChatGPT is going to give you the list of the qualified people who are ready to work with you and everything. This will take some time because we ask it to like manually go through each entry, and it's not like just applying some random filter or formula to just find needs. And this is a very bad quality database I gave, because I just search for founders, and obviously like everyone is going to be different. Like e-commerce brand owner is going to call himself a founder as well. So I didn't expect like great results right now out of this, but you can use this prompt right now in ChatGPT. One thing I'll suggest you to do is you should be applying filters if you're not reaching out to custom users. So if you're reaching out to custom users, you can basically like, yeah, you have like full control. So I'm assuming you're going to be reaching out to people using leads.cm, or you're going to be using this prompt to filter out people, and then you only have the right quality, high quality people who are actually worthy of reaching out to. But let's say reaching out to people who are like commented on a particular post, or they have like a particular hashtag, or they have liked the post, or they follow someone, or they like a follow someone, then I would suggest you to have some filters and apply them if you're not reaching out to custom users. So if you want to apply filters, like this is optional by the way, but you can do it. Well, like one thing I want to say, like it's only supported in ClientGram version 1. Version 2 does not support it. So again, in case you're wondering like what's the difference between version 1 and version 2, in version 2, before we actually send a message, you have the option of automatically commenting on a post, you have the option of automatically liking a post, the option of automatically following or unfollowing a person before you actually send them a DM. And you can do these things like without it as well. So if you only want a bot to send like Instagram comments, you can do this if you want to, or to follow people and follow people like a post, you can use it. But this does not allow filters. Like you don't have the filters button over here. You can enter like a blacklist, which is a list of people you don't want to send out DMs to. So if you don't want to send out DMs to particular people, you can paste a list of all the different usernames, either separated by a new line or a comma. So let's say I don't want to reach out to Hormozy, and I don't want to reach out to like, let's say Instagram, like that, the main account, whatever. I can enter that username. So Instagram, you can do that. And if you want to like separate them with the comma, you can do that as well. So you have the blacklist, but you don't have a filter. If you come to ClientGram version 1, you can come here and click on settings, and you can see we have the option of enabling filters. So you can do this. So if you only want to apply filters when reaching out to people, you have the full flexibility of doing it. So I'll reset it and show you what it looks like. By the way, if you want to like, you can basically apply filters right now so that a software does not reaches out to anyone who does not match the criteria. If you only want to reach out to people who have at least like, let's say 100 followers, you can just enter 100 over here. You can enter the max followers they have over here as well. So you have like filters like how many followers do they have, how many people are being followed. After that, you can do like follow rate, like what percentage of people they're like following. And yeah, it's complicated. Like I don't think so it's going to be relevant. It's usually made for brands who want to do like Instagram outreach to like influencers and creators and get them on like their influencer marketing platform. So this is something which they use, so it's going to be relevant over there. If you want people who have at least posted like 50 times they should be posting like content, like say you want to reach out to like founders of e-commerce companies of like who are like having personal brands and you want to help them scale, they probably should be posting content already, let's say hypothetically. Then you can enter like this filter over here, and then we won't reach out to people who have less than like 50 posts. Over here you can select what type of accounts you want to reach out to, only private accounts or only public accounts. So I'll say like only reach out to public accounts, not private accounts. After that you can select if you want to reach out to verified accounts or like all accounts or non-verified accounts. I'll suggest you to reach out to verified accounts because they're much more likely to be active on Instagram. Again, it depends on niche to niche. If like let's say you're reaching out to realtors or like let's say people who own like tire repair companies, they probably won't be verified because it's like not normal for them to be verified. But if you're reaching out to like let's say coaches, a lot of them should be probably verified, the people you want to sell to. So it depends again on industry to industry. Ask yourself, use your brain, use common thinking, and ask yourself like the people in my industry, like the people who I want to sell to, are they likely going to be verified on Instagram? If they are going to be verified, select it. Otherwise you can select like all accounts. I like to leave it on. I want to reach out to people who have at least like $8 to pay a month to Instagram for verification. You can select this if you only want to reach out to business accounts and not to like non-business accounts. I just like to keep it at all accounts because I like to reach out to people who have a business as well. For example, if you reach out to me on my private account, that's not my business account. I don't have a business over there. Like that's a non-business account. But I check my DMs and I have a business, so I just keep it at all accounts. If you want to only reach out to like business accounts, you can do it. For example, you're reaching out to local businesses, you should be keeping it to like business accounts over here. That's gonna make more sense. After that, you can like a couple of these things are here, like is blank avatar, like do they have an avatar or not, if they joined recently or did not join recently. You can do it. And similarly over here, we have like the blacklist option where you can again, exactly like I showed you earlier, paste a list of all the usernames who you don't want to reach out to. So you can do that. One thing is you can also select where you're going to be applying the filters. So let's say you only want these filters to be applied when you're reaching out to like people that are being followed by a particular person, people who are following a particular person, or people who have created a post with a particular hashtag, or people in a particular location, or those who have commented or liked on a post. But you don't want to apply these filters to custom users because they've already been qualified. You can remove it. And over here you basically can decide like which method of leads you're going to be using where you want these filters to be applied. So if you don't want these filters to be applied when you're reaching out to people who have commented on a particular post, you can remove that. And now it's only going to be applied to people like when you're choosing these methods of finding leads. So if you want filters, use version 1. If you don't want filters, use version 2. Like the best way to do this, honestly, I'll say is like use custom users and use leads.cm. You use a prompt like this, and then you're going to get like qualified entries. Obviously, I choose a very random list, so that's why like this is not a lot of entries. But if you like apply filters and everything, then you should be getting around like 30 to 50% of the leads. They're going to be qualified or working with you. So you can use these filters. You can use ChatGPT. You can use like leads.cm to apply filters so that you reach out to the right quality people. Otherwise you can like apply these different filters. If you want to like Clientgram version 2 is going to be the thing which you're going to be using if you want to humanize your campaign, like adding likes, comments, everything. But that does not allow like filters. That does not support filters currently. Maybe in the future we add that feature. But yeah, if you want filters, use version 1. If you don't want filters, if you're using custom users, you can use version 2, version 1, whatever you want to use. Some filters I'll suggest you to add is minimum 50 followers. I don't want to be reaching out to people who don't even have like 50 followers. Public account, I've just seen like a higher response rate. Business account, you can do it. It's not really that important. These two are much more important, I'll say, than having a business account. Verified, again, I've said like depends on industry to industry. So if it's normal for people in your industry to be verified, like selected, otherwise don't. I'll say like let them have like at least 1 to 3 posts minimum, because that's human, man. Like human beings have posts on their accounts. So this should cover like the leads part over here. I wanted to go to this Google Doc and just decide right now what sorts of like getting leads you're going to be using in the campaign which you're going to create. So I want you to like literally go right now and write it out on this Google Doc over here. If you're going to be using like hashtags, enter the exact hashtags, like enter 3 to 5 hashtags which you're going to be using. If you're going to be reaching out to the followers or the following of a particular person, enter the username, 3 to 5 usernames. If you're going to be reaching out to people who have commented on a post or liked the post, again, paste the link of 3 to 5 posts so that you have some leads who you can reach out to. Don't be lazy. Don't just watch the videos for the sake of watching them. Actually go and take freaking action on it. I hope it covered all of your questions you had related to getting leads. Drop a comment or like a post over here. We'll be more than happy to help you out if you have any questions related to the same. Bye man, take care. See you in the next video where we're going to be humanizing your campaign so that you get a higher freaking response rate. Now that we've set up the messages we want to send out to people, we've developed a system of finding people who we want to reach out to on a consistent and a predictable basis. The only thing which is required for us to do right now is just reaching out to these people. But there's one thing which we can do before we actually go ahead and start doing it. This feature was initially not there when I developed the software and everything. But this is a cool thing which I thought of. I thought like before we actually send out the messages, why don't we do something which can increase the reply rates and just humanize our campaigns? That's exactly what humanizing your campaign refers to. So what this basically is, we can, before we actually send out the message, we can do certain actions which makes the person think that we're an actual person reaching out to them. And again, this severely increases the chances of you getting a reply. Because when the person thinks this person has actually taken the time out of his day to write this message, they're gonna be much more likely to respond to you compared to the version of you who is like blasting out thousands of messages. You're sending like a stupid freaking template you found on the internet, and the person has read it like 1,000 freaking times. He knows it's like clearly automated. So this is what humanizing your campaign basically means. I actually developed a new version of ClientGram, and we provide both of these versions to you if you buy. So we provide you version 1 as well, which did not have these features, and we also provide you version 2. So you do require version 2 of ClientGram. So I'll open up Instagram. I think this is version 2. No, this is version 1 where it says like ClientGram Instagram DM sender. You can over here see like this is ClientGram version 2. So now this has this function of basically humanizing all the different campaigns, where before we send out the message, we can actually post comments on the latest posts of these people. We can like their posts, and we can automatically follow and unfollow all of these people as well. This is just so that our interactions appear human, and again we get more reply rates. One thing I want to say is clearly, because we're doing much more actions which are automated, this does increase the risk of your account getting restricted. So if you have like a very new account, I won't like suggest you to like go overboard with it. So yeah, just wanted to warn you. The only right answer, like there's no right or wrong answer, like should you include it in your campaigns. This is optional, you don't have to do it, but I'll just suggest you to try it out. Because there are some accounts where we do it and we get like no freaking problems, and then there are accounts which get restricted on the first day. So I'll just suggest you to like do trial and error, see if you're getting like a very good increase in reply rates and everything, and then maybe you can do a mix of both. Maybe you can send like 25-30 DMs where you have humanized the campaigns, you're leaving comments and everything, and then you can send like 25 to 30 DMs using version 1 of the software, so that you don't have to like face the risk of your account being banned. So by the way, like even if Instagram bans your account, like they won't ban your account completely. They probably will restrict it. They'll give you a warning. So I'll just suggest you to try it out, see if you're getting like a lot of warnings and everything, and then like move forward from there depending on the type of results you're getting. The first thing we can do is like automatically drop comments on the posts of people when we're reaching out to them. So before we send them a message, we drop a comment on their post. That's what the comments feature of humanizing your campaign allows you to do. Now if you want to set it up, all you need to do is come over here, open up the extension, come over to messages, and just simply create like a new list. Like give the list any name. So I'll just give it a name like comments, like any name which you can remember. And this is the exact process we followed when we were creating the messages we were about to send for outreach. That's the same process we're going to follow over here as well. So just give the list a name. I'm just going to name it like comments. After you have given the list a name, you can enter the different comments you want to drop. So like let's say I come here, I come to messages. This is the list which is created like comments. I'll click on the edit button. Let's say I want to like drop a comment saying like, hey, sent you a DM. Please check. Let's say this is what you want to say. Like this is the comment you want to drop before you send them a DM. You can click on that message button over here. Now if you want to drop this comment on all the people who you're reaching out to using the campaigns and everything, you're just done. Like that's it. You don't have to do anything else. I'll obviously show you how you can enable the comments before you start reaching out to people and everything. But if you want to have like multiple variations, if you want to have like 5 different comments and you want all of them to be rotated automatically so that the first person receives this comment and then the next person we're reaching out to, they get another comment, then you can do that as well. This will obviously reduce the chances of your account being banned. Let's say you just want to drop the the bicep curl emoji over here for the second person. What you can do is simply just enter this. Like, let's say this is the comment you want to enter. You can click on this. So now the software is automatically going to rotate through these comments over here. So the first person who receives your DM, we're going to comment this on his post. The second person who receives the DM from us, we're going to comment this on his latest post. So yeah, that's how we automatically rotate through the comments. And again, you can enter unlimited freaking variations of comments. So all the different versions of comments, all the different comments you want to enter, you can do it. Let's say I want to say, send you a DM. Please let me know your thoughts. Yeah, you just enter all the different comments you want to send out, and it's pretty freaking simple. After that, one thing if you're wondering how exactly you're supposed to send it, so I'll cover how to create campaigns and everything in the next video. That's going to be the next one. But all you now need to do is simply let's say this is the campaign you want to select, this is the one you want to do. You have selected your source of leads, you have uploaded the lead list and everything. Now before you're sending out the DMs, I'll help you set up the campaigns in the next video, so I'm not going to cover it very much in depth. But let's say you have watched the next video and you've done everything, you've set up the campaigns, everything. All you need to do is, if you want to send a comment before you actually DM them, click on this comment on a post, and from here, if you want to just enter one comment, you don't have to do anything, you can just enter the text over here. Otherwise, if you want to use a custom template for leaving the username and everything, then yeah, you can simply click on from template over here under comment content, and from here just simply select the list where you have stored all the comments. So yeah, I'll just suggest you to select the list. In our case, it was comment over here. So yeah, I just selected it, and then I can set up the campaign normally. And yeah, before we actually send a DM, a comment is going to be left on the post of the person. As simple as that. You just have to turn this on and simply select the list of the comments you want to send out to people. Now, a couple of things I wanted to mention about comments based on the testing I've done, based on what I've seen after adding comments before sending the message. Because the software which I used to use earlier with Instagram outreach, which I've suggested to you as well, was AutoLead, and they also had the feature where you can leave a comment before you actually reach out to the person. So I've tried this a bit. I've sent probably around 200 to 300 comments, so I do have some data to tell you if this works or not. I've seen that you should be only adding comments that are evergreen and applicable to all posts. Let's say your comment is related to I'll give you an example. I think that's going to be better. Let's say you're creating a list over here of comments, and I'll just delete all the existing ones, and you decide to write this thing hey man, awesome tips you shared related to losing weight. Let's say you're reaching out to fitness coaches. Now this looks like a good freaking comment. It seems like a genuine comment, but I'll tell you why it's terrible. What if you're reaching out to a girl? Then this won't be relevant, right? The last thing I want is, as a guy, someone commenting on my post, hey girl, you're giving out awesome advice. Obviously I'll be pissed off. Even if you're selling something great, I probably won't reply to you because you piss me off. And human ego is very freaking fragile. So what I'm trying to say is, you should have comments that are evergreen, which are applicable. That's why I just don't include man or girl, because I want a comment which is applicable to both of them. After that, what if a person has not shared any tips? What if he has just posted a selfie where he's basically just shredded? It's a fitness coach and he's enjoying his vacation in Bali or something, and he just posted a picture with his girlfriend. He's not sharing any tips. So this comment kind of seems weird. It kind of seems automated. It seems like something is wrong, right? So I wanted to leave comments which are evergreen. Just try to ask yourself, even if the people I was reaching out to, even if they have very different type of posts, is this comment going to be applicable? Is this going to be evergreen? That's what I like to do. So for example, the comment which I always used to leave, the most used comment which I've used is simply this thing. This, what do you call it? Bicep curl emoji, bicep flex emoji. Because even if it was a sad post, let's say someone said I lost my mother, then this could be okay bro, take care, strength, power to you. Like again, like if everyone starts copying it, if everyone starts doing it, it eventually is going to stop working. So I don't want you to like monkey see and monkey do it, like just copy paste it. I know some editor is going to do it, it will stop working, and then I'll probably figure out another strategy. But try to understand the essence. The reason this thing works is because it's evergreen, because the person thinks like, okay, you actually left this comment because it is relevant to the post. And the only way you can ensure that the comments which you're leaving out in post, they're relevant to the post, is by leaving comments which are going to be relevant to each and every single post. I can't think of a particular example of a post where this comment won't work well. If someone is sharing like a joy, a victory, a loss in business, a loss of a love member, a family member, this is going to be relevant, this is going to be applicable. So that's what I want you to do over here. Just have like comments which are kind of like evergreen. Another thing I noticed is temporary restrictions when sending out comments. And yeah, basically when I was reaching out to people and I was asking them like, yo bro, like check DMs, whatever, and I was like writing that explicitly in the comments, I did used to like run into restrictions. I was using Autolead at that time. I have not tested it with my software yet because this is a new one, version 2. It was released like only like a week ago, so I have not tested it entirely. But when I was using like Autolead to like drop the comments and everything, I did face a lot of restrictions. But it was maybe because I had like no freaking variation. I was like leaving the exact same comment to like hundreds and thousands of people, like the same people I was leaving the exact comment. So again, that's saying like obviously that looks like botish. Instagram has like every right to think that yeah, like it was probably like a bot comment. So I'll suggest you to like have multiple variations of the comments you're leaving, and I don't think so you're gonna like get temporary restrictions. And I'll suggest like, don't be scared of getting restricted, man. Like, don't be scared of testing things out. Like, the worst thing which can happen is you get restricted for a couple of hours or you get a warning. Your account is gonna be fine. Worst case scenario, your account gets banned. You can get like a new account. It takes like 2 minutes to buy like a new account. It's very cheap, or you can create like a new account. Not that big of an issue. But I have faced restrictions when like asking people to check their DMs. I have not faced any restrictions when like leaving comments like this, like the bicep curl emoji. But again, that was one thing I tried. So maybe you can use emojis, whatever you want to do. Use emojis which are going to be applicable everywhere. They should be evergreen. The same thing I was saying, like no problem says when sending out comments like the bicep curl emoji. One thing I want to say is like comments do not support personalization. But so yeah, don't try to insert like personalization, like first name, whatever. But they do increase reply rates a lot. Would suggest you to use it. Like I've tested it. Like they've almost like not doubled, but like close to double the amount of replies we're getting. So I will suggest you to have some comments. One thing you can do is like just try to figure out how many comments you can send safely every single day. What I'm trying to say is, let's say you're sending out like 50 comments every single day from one account, and you're seeing that your account is getting restricted. Maybe try to send 40 comments and then see if your account gets banned or not. After doing it for a week, you will figure out a number where you can like, you know that if you send like number, like the total number of comments you're leaving out on the posts of people, if that is less than this number, then you're going to be safe. You won't face any freaking problems. So what I'd suggest you to do is try it out for a week, find that sweet spot, and then don't go above it. Like let's say you notice that you can send like 70 DMs safely from your account, but you cannot leave more than 40 comments from your account. I'll suggest you to use like ClientGram version 2 to send out like 40 messages where you are leaving comments as well, and the remaining 30 messages you can send without leaving a comment. All you need to do is like, let's say you only want to use ClientGram version 2, you can run the bot, and then once you have done like the messages where you have like done it, like click on send DM, and after that like just uncheck this thing, comment on a post. So then we won't send out the comments. Or you can simply use ClientGram version 1 because that does not support like sending comments before you actually like reach out to people and everything. So yeah, that's how I'll suggest you to use comments. I think it's an absolute genius thing. They do increase your reply rates and everything a freaking lot. The next thing is gonna be likes. Before we reach out to people, we can also like the latest post of the person we're reaching out to. Like when I was testing out this feature, like this is how you do it in case you're wondering. Open up ClientGram version 2, go to the bots which you're using to send out the messages. I'll help you like again set up the bot and everything in the next video. So yeah, and simply like select send DM because we want to send out a DM as well, and you can just click on like a post. You can do like a post and comment on a post at the same time. So again, that's going to increase the chances of you getting a reply because the person is going to get a notification you like their post, you commented on the post, and then they probably will see your like DM. Like there's a higher chance, a higher probability and everything. So just turn on like this like a post thing over here, and then you should be pretty much sorted. Just click on the like a source button. That's all you have to do if you want to like the post before you reach out to the person as well. It does get you like more replies if people have like, yeah, no, sorry, this is the next thing, like it's kind of true over here as well. If the person has like a smaller account, they're going to be much more likely to see a like from you. For example, if you leave a like on my account, because I don't have like a lot of followers, like 180 followers, I'm much more likely to see a like. But if you like liked my account when I have like 1 million followers, I probably won't see it because I'm getting like hundreds and thousands of like every single second. Every single day I'm getting like thousands of likes. So for me, you're gonna be like just another like at the end of the day. So yeah, like I've not faced any issues with likes related to like restrictions or something. It does increase reply rates, not as much as leaving a comment. But the thing is, like, why not like why do you want to see it as like likes versus comments? Why not see it as like likes and comments? So likes increase the reply rates by this much, comment increase the reply rates by this much. If I combine both of them, my reply rates are going to be increased by this much. So yeah, they do increase reply rates, and I will just highly suggest you to use it, because like, yeah, you can probably like easily like 70 to 100 posts without facing any issues on Instagram. So I'll suggest you to do it. So likes should not give you any issue, and they do increase reply rates, not as much as comments, but I think it's absolutely worth it, and you should like set up auto like as well. Another thing you can do is gonna be auto follow, which is basically you following the people before reaching out to them. So like you can come here, just open up the bot which you're going to be using for sending out the messages, and just turn this thing on, like auto follow. All you need to do, and click on the save button, and then before you actually reach out to the person, you will be following them as well. Now this did increase reply rates. For reference, like I was not using it when reaching out to like influencers or something. I was using it when I was reaching out to like agency owners, like the like what do you call it, the company accounts of people. So they had like somewhere between like 50 to 2000 followers, like 5000 followers max. So they were not very big accounts, and I noticed that when I was like following the people, when I was reaching out to them, before I was reaching out to them, and they were like kind of smaller, they're not used to getting like a lot of followers, that did increase the like the reply rates and everything a lot. A lot of the time they just simply freaking followed me back, especially if it was a company page, because they think like, yeah, I'm a customer and they should like follow me back and everything. So you can use auto follow if you're reaching out to people who have like smaller accounts. It can maybe help with reducing risks of being restricted as well, because it's like much more human to follow people before DMing. So what a lot of people like Charlie Morgan and everyone say, they say like, if you follow people, you get like a higher response rate even if they don't see it. I don't know why. There's like a thing known as spam on Instagram as well. So what happens is, when you send someone a DM, like if I receive a DM, firstly it goes into the request tab, like where people can send their DM requests. But under like the request thing, there's like thing known as like hidden requests. So under the request tab, like this, and like it's, you can consider it like the spam box of email. So yeah, a lot of the times your DMs might go into spam as well, like the spam box of Instagram. But like some people say that if you follow the person before messaging them, the chances of that happening reduces. I'm not sure how accurate this is, because a lot of people like follow me on my private account and they send me DMs, and I just still see them like in my hidden folder. So I don't know if that's true or not. A lot of people say it. I've used it, but I cannot say like if it goes in the spam or not, because I don't know if it's going to the spam box or not, because I'm not reaching out to myself. I'm reaching out to people and I don't have access to their Instagram accounts. But I'll suggest you to try it, because if it's like a smaller account, you will get like a high reply rate. Maybe it can reduce your chances of being restricted. I don't have like enough data to comment on, yeah, your accounts don't get restricted as much if we follow the people. Maybe you can ask ChatGPT, and it is like, just ask some AI model to do deep research, and it's gonna tell you if this is gonna reduce the chances of being banned and not. And yeah, sometimes it can ensure your messages don't go to spam. Another thing is like a lot of people, like not a lot of people, but some people, they have a setting where people who don't follow them cannot actually message them. So this might allow you to actually reach out to more people as well. I'll suggest you to use auto follow, but don't go overboard, because like if you can send out like 1000 likes, then you cannot like, it's like Instagram is lenient when you're sending out likes. Instagram is less lenient when you're commenting on posts. Instagram is even less lenient when you're like basically like following people, because again that appears like botish. That's what these fake followers, like these fake, what do you call it, like fake follower service, like what, that's exactly what these companies do. like follow a bunch of different people, and obviously Instagram is against it. I think it's against the terms of service or something. So that's why it does not like it. So like let's say you can easily send out 100 comments. Like I'm not saying like this is data, this is just for illustration purpose, so don't take it as gospel. Let's say you can send out like 100 likes on a post. Like you can like 100 posts without any restrictions. You probably will be able to like comment on maybe like 50 posts without any restriction, and you probably will be able to follow like 20 accounts without any restriction. Now these are not official numbers from Instagram. Again, these are like made up numbers. I'm just trying to illustrate a point based on what I know. So like don't go overboard with it. If you follow a bunch of people, like the chances of you being banned, and like not banned but restricted, I think that can increase. So I'll suggest like again like everything, just try it out. Just try out everything. One day just send messages without humanizing it. The next day only try to like a post before you send out a message. Then only try to like send a message before like leaving a comment without a like. Then try to combine both of them, like and comment. Then maybe just try to see like how much of an increase in reply rate you get when you follow the person as well. And get data, like get creative with it. Try it out, test things out. After that, like try to find out how many people you can follow safely every single day per account without getting restricted or banned. How many comments you can leave, how many likes you can leave. And when you figure that number out, then simply stay below it. So if you know you can follow like 30 people every single day, like follow 25 people and send the remaining DMs without following them. So it's not a question of if I should use it. It's a question of like what all combinations can I use. On LinkedIn, like LinkedIn is a perfect example. People are arguing like if I should be sending like connection requests or if I should be sending emails. I'm like, that's stupid. Like a lot of people say like, yeah, you should be doing group member outreach because on LinkedIn you can send a lot of messages to people who are in the same group. I'm thinking like, why do you want to fight? Why don't you use emails and connection requests and group messages? You can send 60 to 70 emails every single day easily. So instead of like waiting after you send the emails, send out like 30 connection requests a day as well. After you have sent out the connection request and everything, why do you want to wait? Like maybe like after you send out the connection request, maybe just send them like a message to people in the same LinkedIn groups as you. So it's never a question of if I should do this, if I should do that, if this good, is that good. Like usually it's a shade of gray. It's not like black and white. This is good, this is bad. It's like let's combine both of them and try to find like a middle ground where both of them can freaking work. So that's what I'll suggest you to do. Like find the number and don't go overboard with that number. And one more thing you can do is you can simply like unfollow the people 24 hours after you have like followed them, or maybe like after 2 to 3 days. And the way you can do this is like pretty simple. So like open up whatever you only be using like version 2 because version 1 does not support like all of these things. So my bad. Over here there's a thing known as history. So what you can do is like click on the download button over here next to success. Like this is a test campaign I ran just for like showing how it freaking works. And yeah, I sent out one DM. So all of the people who you have successfully DM, you can like download the username over here by clicking on this button. And what you can do is you can come here, you can come to bots. Like let's say you sent out this campaign like 2 days ago. You can click on create a new bot and you can just call it unfollow bot. Let's say you were like following the people in that campaign as well. And over here just select like custom users. I'll open it up. You can upload the CSV file directly. I've told a lot of people that yeah, I'm unable to actually like upload CSV files on my Chrome. But what you can do, come to the bot which you just created, unfollow bot. Over here select like custom users and like just upload the CSV file which you just downloaded. For me like it does not work because there's a problem with my Chrome. And yeah, you can just copy the list of the usernames of the people, include it, and that list, yeah, just include it. And after that like click on the auto unfollow button and yeah, just click on save and then click on the start bot, and then it's automatically gonna go and yeah, just unfollow the person. So you can run this campaign every single day after you have like followed people. And yeah, then it's basically gonna ensure that you don't like follow a lot of freaking people. And again, if you're facing issues with this, like it's not running where like I have heard complaints that people are saying that if you're not sending a message along with just like if you're not trying to send a message as well before you unfollow someone, it does not work. So if that's the case, let me know. I'll create like an extension which you can use to just automatically like unfollow a bunch of different people, so you can like upload the usernames to that, and that's going to take care of the unfollow part. So if that's a problem again, just simply create a post in the community over here under Instagram outreach, and yeah, I'll just share the link to that with all the existing like users of ClientGram, absolutely free of course. And yeah, that's gonna be humanizing your campaign. So you can like leave comments, you can like the post, and you can also follow people automatically before you send them a message, which is gonna like make your campaigns appear like much more human, which will increase your reply rates, which is gonna get you like more replies, which is gonna lead to like more customer sales and revenue for your company. By this point, everything is actually set up. Like you started the campaigns, you're actually sending out messages using the automation, using the software and everything. Now you can continue doing this. Like there's absolutely nothing wrong with just doing this. But a lot of people are like, bro, I don't want my computer to be on 24/7 in order for the software to work. I kind of want like a cloud-based software, something similar to this software like AutoIGDM.com. And like, yeah, it's cloud-based, so obviously it's like much more convenient because you don't have to keep your computer on 24/7. But these people are charging you like $149 a month for like one Instagram account just because it's like cloud-based. So what if you could just pay $10 a month and you get to have like unlimited accounts which are running in the cloud, which work without you having to keep your computer on 24/7. And it's like $10 a month flat for running it in the cloud. And you don't even have to pay me the money, like it's just for setting up the infrastructure. It will take you like a couple of minutes to set it up. I promise, like it sounds very complicated, like running it in the cloud. I have to set up my own cloud server. What, like I know it sounds kind of crazy and complicated, but I promise it's literally going to be the simplest thing you ever do. So yeah, that's how you can run like sales and ClientGram in the cloud, how you can run the entire automation so that you don't have to have your computer on 24/7, how you can run it in the cloud. And by the way, like this is totally optional, so if you're like tight on budget or anything, you can just leave the automation running on your computer and just ensure your computer is actually powered on and you're not like closing the tab where the automation is running. You can like completely like use your computer, you can do other work on your computer as well when it's running. But if you want to run it in the cloud, if you want it to be working 24/7 without you having your computer on, this is what you can do. First thing is we have to set it up a VPS. Like I don't know the complicated technical side of it, but what I understand, if I'm not wrong, VPS is basically like a virtual private server. And as far as my knowledge goes, it's basically like a lot of computers are running 24/7. So what we're basically doing is we're renting out a Windows computer that's on 24/7, and then we're using that computer to run our software, and we're able to like remotely access it. So like imagine there's like a place in like under the ocean or something where like hundreds and thousands of computers actually running. So I don't know how this actually works, but just understand like a lot of computers are running 24/7, and you can pay some software companies like $10 a month and they'll allow you to rent out one computer and it runs 24/7 for you, and you can access it remotely from your computer just like you would any normal computer. So that's the first thing. You actually have to set up a VPS, and I've shared the link of a YouTube video which is an unlisted video. Like I'll open it up in a new tab. It's like an unlisted video which we share to people who work in our company, like the video for people who work in a company and also our clients, so that they can like set up the infrastructures for themselves. So you can click on the link. If you have the link, you'll be able to access it. You cannot access it without the link, so you can go to the pinned comment. You'll find either the link to the post or the YouTube video directly. And it's a pretty simple and straightforward process. So just watch the video. It's like really simple. I'll like briefly walk you through what exactly you have to do. So you have to go over to this website. So I've attached like the link over here called Windows VPS host, and then you can like select what type of a computer you want. So like they have like different pricing options for how much, like what type of computer you want. So if you want a computer with 4GB RAM, it's $10 a month. If you want 8GB RAM, it's like $19 a month. For most people, I'll suggest you to buy like the $10 a month plan. You can buy the $7 a month plan as well, but I think like 4GB RAM is going to be enough. If you're like managing like 50, like a lot of freaking accounts and Chrome is giving you issues, you're unable to run all of them, I'll suggest you to maybe look into the more expensive options. But again, it's pretty simple, affordable, like not very expensive. After that, you can like just simply enter like a host name. So yeah, like it is gonna generate this automatically. Just enter like your password. I've like covered everything, and then you can like pay for it using like credit card or like Bitcoin, whatever you want to use. Once you have made the payment, you're gonna get like an email like this with the link to access the login portal and also your username and your password. After you get the email, you just log into the like I've covered everything over here. So once you are logged in, it looks something like this. So you have to click on the create VPS button over here, and then yeah, it's just going to simply ask you to select some things. That's going to take you like literally 60 seconds because I've shown you how to generate it. You just create like a password which you can use to log into your Windows computer. You click on next, and then the computer is going to be created. By the end of it, you can see like it's actually creating the server which you can use to log in and everything on Windows. And yeah, as you can see, after that it's going to say that yeah, it's running. Like when the status says it's running, you're pretty much good to go. Yep, that's how you set it up. So yeah, like the actionable step right now is go watch this video, go to this website. Like you can get Windows VPS host over here. This is the link to the login portal, so you can log in with your username and your password after you buy Windows VPS host from here. And yeah, I've also attached like a tutorial they have added on their website, but I've covered it in my tutorial as well. So if you find this more helpful, you can refer to that. Otherwise, just watch this YouTube video over here. Now I'm assuming you have like set up your Windows VPS, your private server is ready, but now you're wondering, okay, Somil, you've shown me in the cloud like how actually I'm supposed to like create the VPS, but how exactly am I supposed to access it? Because if I can't access it, like it's pretty useless, right? All you need to do is like I've actually made like a video as well for this. So yeah, I actually made like a video and I'll add the link over here, but I'll quickly like walk you through the video as well. I forgot to like upload that video over here of the private VPS thing. So I'll go to my company channel where we add all the VPS and everything. Yep, let's go there. Content. I'll attach the link soon. So yeah, this is the guide on how you can run the Windows VPS remotely. I think this is the tutorial as well. Running Windows. I think this is the tutorial I showed you right now, and then this is the next one. So after you have basically done it, I'll add the link of this YouTube video over here as well. So you can just watch this YouTube video, and yeah, it's gonna guide you through the running process, like how you're actually supposed to run it and everything. So after you have like set it up, you can go to the login, like the panel over here, which is basically the place where you log in, where you just created your account and everything. So after you're here, just open up the VPS which you have just created. Like it's going to be called Hyper-V and then hostname and everything. And after that, you have to come to this tab called network. I've covered everything. I'm just running over everything, but you can watch this video for the full guidance. And then you're going to get like an IP address. So you just copy paste the IP address exactly as it is. And then if you're on Mac, then there's this application known as Remote Desktop. It's from Microsoft only, so it's completely safe. So you just download that app, and once you have downloaded it, you have to like just click on the plus button over here. Like covered everything in the video. You can click on add a PC over here. Then you just have to enter like the IP address which you just copied right now from the VPS which you have just created. And like over here, it's gonna ask you for your username and your password, exactly how you would enter whenever you're trying to log into any freaking Windows computer. Your username will be administrator for everyone, and password is the password you enter when you were creating the VPS. Again, I've covered everything in the video, so just watch the video, all your questions will be covered. And then a remote computer will open up over here, and yeah, it's basically gonna have Chrome and everything, so you can like open up Chrome, and exactly how you install like the software right now, you can like exactly like use Chrome. So it's like a normal computer you can access over here from your Mac. So yeah, just go to Google Chrome and just open like download the software, like log into your Instagram accounts and start the outreach process. That's how simple it is. After that, if you're on Windows, I've attached like another video over here. So this is the link to find like credentials. So you can click on this link, you'll find it again in the pinned comment. And this is the link for downloading the remote desktop app from the Mac Apple, like what do you call it, like App Store for Mac. So you can download from here. If you're on Windows, you can watch this tutorial. I've added this tutorial. It's pretty simple. Like on Windows, you already have like an app called Remote Desktop Connection, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, just search for Remote Desktop Connection. And then over here where it says computer, just enter your IP address which you copied right now and click on the connect button. So just paste that over there and then click on the connect button. Over here, like username will be administrator and password is the password you set when you're actually creating your VPS, and all of these things have been covered in the video, so you don't have to run into any problems. So once you have like the virtual computer running, you just use it like any other computer, and I've already shared like how you can set up the software and everything. So that's what you need to do. Just simply load it up and start using the software. You're pretty much good to go from that point onwards. So that's how you can run like ClientGram in the cloud for just like $10 a month. It's pretty freaking affordable. Like yeah, I could have made it cloud based, but then I would have to charge you a lot of freaking money as well. So why don't you just run it in your own cloud infrastructure and pay just $10 a month for unlimited accounts instead of me charging you like $149 a month for one freaking Instagram accounts? Because that's what all these other software companies they're doing, by the way. So yeah, hope this helped you. This is gonna save you like a shitload of money without affecting anything for you. Like you still get to have it run in the cloud 24/7 without having a computer on for just $10 a month. Absolute freaking steal. If you have any questions, you're running into any problem, just drop a post over here in the Instagram outreach channel. Create like a post, like just explain your problem. You can attach videos, photos, whatever you want to attach. Bye. At this point, you have everything to just sit back, relax, and enjoy the fruits of your labor. I mean, the software is running. You have figured out what exactly to say in the message. You have figured out who you're supposed to send out the messages to. And you also set up the campaigns so that you're actually sending out the messages, you're actually reaching out to the people. And in the last video, we covered how you can actually run this entire software in the cloud, so you don't even need to have your computer on 24/7. Now, this is how you can use AI to create personalized icebreakers. Icebreakers are basically like the first message which you send out to people. So Alex Hormozi is a guy which everyone knows about, and he has this book known as 100 Million Leads. And it's like a very famous book, like it has like a lot of 5-star reviews and everything. And this is basically related to like lead generation, how you can get people who want to buy your stuff and all that stuff. And he said like the simplest way to win with cold outreach is to make it seem like warm outreach. And the easiest way to make it seem like warm outreach is going to be simply like personalizing the messages. So he said like it's like a simple law of reciprocity. So there's this book known as Influence, the Psychology of Persuasion by Robert B. Cialdini, if that's his name. Like, I hope I pronounce it correctly. And this basically speaks about a universal principle of, what do you call it, like reciprocity. And you just like observe everything around you. Like society literally functions because of the law of reciprocity. Business functions because of the law of reciprocity, because the person thinks, okay, this person is doing XYZ thing for me, so maybe I should reward them with money. That's how like the entire economy works. That's how the entire world works. That's exactly how societies have flourished. People have seen like, okay, this person is doing this. He is helping and contributing to a tribe this way. So I can do like another thing, which is again gonna help and contribute to a tribe. Because due to the efforts of that person, a tribe is flourishing. So if like the law of reciprocity did not exist, the world would not exist right now. We're literally alive because of the law of reciprocity. Business, like every single dollar which is transacted in the world, apart from scams, obviously, it's only because of the law of reciprocity. And what do you think is going to happen? Like, law of reciprocity is basically like, this person has done something nice for me, so I'm supposed to do something nice for him. And what could like, imagine you send out a message to people, like I'm sure we've received like those spammy promotional type of emails where they have like attached like an image and everything, like from these massive companies like Coca-Cola or something. And you know that's like a promotional email. They have blasted it out to millions and thousands of people, and obviously that's not gonna work. Like, you don't give a shit about it. You won't obviously like reply to that email. But there's this company, and I was speaking to the CRO, the chief revenue officer of this company. What's his name? Like Anupreet Singh. Yep. So I was just speaking to this person and everything, and he has this company known as Jan.ai, which is related to like generative AI and everything. So basically, if you come over to their case studies, if you come over to the case study section, they have a case study where Coca-Cola literally powered up with them and they created like personalized ads for people in the World Cup. So there was like the Cricket World Cup, and they used like their technology to personalize the ads and everything for the people. So like they literally use like AI powered voice cloning and everything. This is like a very famous actor in India basically. And yeah, like this is the example of that.
इंडिया इस बार वर्ल्ड कप पक्का जीतेगा. आउट है तो मैं हूं ना.
Yeah, you can just watch it and everything. They basically use AI to personalize the message, and obviously that led to a lot of freaking conversion and everything, because the people thought like, okay, this has actually been recorded for us. So if we just insert personalization, if we just make the person think that we actually wrote out the message, we're reaching out to them, then obviously it's a win-win situation, because you will get more replies, because the person think you took the time out of your day to actually write that message, and you're not blasting it from a software, and he feels like kind of obligated and obliged to reply to it. He feels like the cold outreach is actually a warm outreach. It's actually like a friend reaching out to him or her. Like, I was just testing something on iMessage, so I would just send like the first message, like the SMS message. It would be like the first name of the person and a question mark, and I'm getting like crazy freaking responses, like 50-60% reply rates, because the person thinks like, okay, this is a warm outreach, maybe it's a friend of mine I haven't spoken to in ages or something. So yeah, that's basically the psychology behind it. If we use AI to personalize the first line of the message we're sending out to people, then obviously that is going to lead to more replies, because the person thinks you actually took the time out of a day to reply to them and everything. And earlier you used to have like hire like VAs and virtual assistants and everything in order to manually sit down and write it, but obviously that takes time. So let's say you're paying someone like $3 an hour, and they're taking like how like no one is like working for $3 an hour nowadays. Like it used to happen like 4 years ago. So let's say you're paying someone like $5 an hour, and they're able to write like one personalized first line every single minute. Then you're paying like $5 for like, let's say like 50 lines. And obviously that's not a very smart way to do it. But I actually created like a software for it, which I covered in the Twitter outreach course as well. And this is like very freaking affordable compared to that. I don't remember the exact pricing, but let's say you want around like, let's say you want like 5,000 credits, which is gonna like give you like 5,000 personalized first lines. And like if we do the math and everything, if you want like 50 personalized first lines, you're like, how much is, yeah, if you want like 50 personalized first lines, you're not even paying like $0.8. You're literally paying like 8 cents for like 50 personalized first lines. So like let's just try to do this. Like imagine you had to like hire someone to write like 5,000 personalized first lines. It's costing us like $5 right now to write like 50 personalized first lines. So if you want to do like 5,000, that's going to be 100 times 5, which is going to be $500. So you don't have to pay like $500. You can just pay like $9 a month, and you get like 5,000 personalized first lines. It's literally the most affordable solution. And you're thinking like, yo bro, like this is obviously not very affordable, whatever. Like this is not very good, whatever. I promise you, man, it's like pretty freaking dope. Like I'll try to show you some lines which we have personalized using it. I don't think so I'll be able to do it, because I did it like very long ago. Yeah, actually I just do it live. So this is exactly what you need to do. Just understand it works, and it's very freaking affordable. Like you can do it on scale, and it takes like literally 0 seconds. You can press one button and get like 10,000 personalized first lines. So for this, you actually need data about the leads. So if you're like using just like usernames to reach out to people, then this just won't do the job, because we cannot personalize data based on data we don't have. So what we're doing is we're basically feeding data to an AI, so that the AI can use and understand it, and then it can create like a personalized first line in everything. So if you have just a bunch of usernames, you won't be able to do it, because right now like that AI which can actually go and visit their profile and see everything, it's number one like not available. I know there are some AI agents like Manus and everything, but again, like if I have to build it out, it's going to be very freaking expensive and everything. So that's what I basically, yeah, just understand like it's, you do need data about the person. So we get like data with information about them, especially about their bio, because most people like describe in the bio what exactly they're doing. So for this, we can use leads.cm in the lead generation module. I did mention that, yeah, you can use like the software known as leads.cm. I should be logged in. So you can use like leads.cm. Let's say I want leads of like, let's say podcast host. So I'll search for podcast host, example, apply. And yeah, I have a bunch of leads. So let me just try to copy like 50 leads. yeah, let me just like export pay, like let me select country as United States. So just use like a data source which has like more information about the leads. So yeah, I'll click on mass export. So I'll just like copy it. I'll open it up in Google Sheets. So if you're using like leads.cm, we get like the username, we get like the name, and we can use AI to extract the first name, because obviously like for example, like this is definitely not the first name of the person. From this yeah, we're just basically using AI to clean up the data and everything. After that, we can use like their bio to figure out what exactly are they saying about themselves, so that we can compliment them or something. And yeah, after that we have like the follower count or the following count, and we can maybe use this as well, and then the website. So this is the example of a sample data set which you can use. Let's say you are using like any other way of finding leads. Maybe you're reaching out to people who have commented on a post or liked a post, or people who have like a particular hashtag, or people who have tagged themselves in a particular location, or people who are like following someone, or they're like followers of a particular person. Then this is what you can do is like I've created like a Chrome extension which allows you to scrape data from Instagram. By the way, if you want leads.cm, if you do plan on using it, buy it from here, because you don't have to pay them $20 a month. You get unlimited usage for like $10 a month only. And yeah, this is how you can save a bunch of money. So yeah, just buy leads.cm from here instead of that. After that, what I want you to do is, if you want to like use other data sources apart from it, then you can simply come here. This is an Instagram scraper which I built out, and it's like $19 a month. If you buy the yearly plan, it's going to be just $79 a year, which is like very freaking cheap. Like probably not even like, maybe it's like $5 or $7 a month if you look at it. And if you get like the lifetime deal, it's like $149. You pay once, and it gives you like unlimited email addresses and phone numbers and every other information as well. So you can use it for like other ways of outreach. You can use it for SMS, WhatsApp outreach, because the phone numbers over here are going to be mobile numbers. Once you have done it, basically you'll be able to like open up this Chrome extension, which is Leadwave Instagram scraper, and you can select what you want to scrape. If you want to scrape people that are currently following or being followed by a particular person, just enter the username of him or her. After that, if you want to scrape like a hashtag, you can enter that hashtag. If you want to scrape a location, you can enter the link of the Instagram location. I've covered all of these things on the Instagram scraping part, like the lead generation part. So this should like, you already know what data source you're going to be using. If you want to scrape comments, like paste the link of the post whose comments or likes you want to scrape. And if you have a list of custom users who you want to reach out to, you have like the usernames, and you want to find like more data or more information about that person, so that you have like more information we can use for personalization, you can simply enter the list over here. So I'm just going to do that. Let's say I want to like hashtag, I want to do marketing agency, like simple example. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna click on the start extracting button, and now it's gonna scrape the data. If it's taking like a lot of time, you can come to settings, and you can select like how much of a gap there should be between scraping and everything, and if you want files in the Excel format or a CSV format. So after that, like you can see it has started scraping the thing. So you can click here if you want all the Instagram usernames, or you can click here if you only want the usernames with the phone numbers. Obviously we're using it for like Instagram outreach, so only the usernames would be good as well. So yeah, you can do that. Yeah, now basically I have access to this data as well. So if you're using any other way apart from it, you basically are just trying to get data with a lot more information apart from just usernames, so that we can like use it to personalize and everything. And if we open the data, this is what it looks like. Like I'll just make the columns like equal size. Yeah, you can see we have like the username, full name, followers, following, post, email, like country code of the phone number, so you can like find like companies, so that you can see like over here this is like a Pakistani company, and I obviously don't want to work with Pakistanis because they usually don't have money, because it's a pretty like poor economy, whatever. So I'm just gonna like delete the row. So you can filter by that as well. You can see if it's like a verified account, if it's like a business account, if it's private, or yeah, you get like their website URL, like their bio, profile URL, everything. WhatsApp number as well, because a lot of people are their WhatsApp button on Meta. So you basically have to, in the first step, just get access to a lot of information, a lot of data, which you can then use with AI to personalize and everything. So that's the first step. After that, we're going to be using line.salesgen.com to create personalized icebreakers. The link for this might change in the future, so I'll just update like the updated link in the pinned comment, so you can go there and access it. And I've already covered it in the Twitter outreach automation course, so you can watch this video from 2 hours 48 minutes and 57 seconds to 3 hours 4 minutes and 25 seconds. So after that, so like this basically once you have gotten like the CSV file, you have to like just money enter, like you just have to upload the CSV file in an AI model of your choice, and you can skip this step as well. For example, if I know like I scrape data from leads.ca, I've obviously applied a lot of filters, so I can just go ahead and directly like enrich it. But let's say you're using these methods where like it's not 100% accurate. For example, we got that Pakistani guy as well. Like let's say the data is not 100% accurate, you can just upload this CSV file with the prompt to ChatGPT, and then you can maybe like enrich the data. Like you can basically filter out the data and get only verified people who you can reach out to, because obviously like AI personalization is not free, and we only want to be personalizing the messages for people who are actually qualified to buy from us. So we have like a quick prompt over here. I've added the prompt here. So yeah, all you need to do is simply go over to ChatGPT, paste this exact prompt, replace this thing, like this niche part, with the exact niche you're trying to target, replace this thing with the exact service you're selling. So let's say it is like roofers who might be interested in my meta ad service, so replace that. After that, replace this with the 2 to 3 main benefits of working with you. So it could be like they get more revenue, they get to save money with their wasting, whatever. After that, replace this part where it says number of entries with the exact number of like leads you're uploading in the CSV file. So if I'm uploading the CSV file and I have like 50 leads, because the first column is the username column, then I can simply like replace this with 50. So copy this prompt as it is, like update the prompt and paste it into ChatGPT, select like the latest reasoning model, and you can by the way use like any AI model of your choice. If you want ChatGPT at discounted prices, you can come to savebig.salesgen.com, where you can basically save a lot of money on software subscription, and you can get ChatGPT from here for just like $10 a month. And yeah, like basically you just come over to ChatGPT, you just upload the CSV file, and then you paste the prompt, you update the values and everything as I'm like updating it right now. You can refer to this video by the way. And yeah, I just gave it to Grok as well because Grok works better with Twitter, but on Instagram I think like ChatGPT is gonna work the best. And then it's gonna give you like the qualified usernames, but obviously we just don't want like the username, we want the other information as well. So I said like do not remove columns from the original file, and then we get access to a CSV file which we can basically like download from ChatGPT. Yeah, that's the output. Then we can come over to line.salesgen.com, and yeah, you just open it up. You can create like a free account, and yeah, I'll just like cover the rest of it over here. So you can come here. I have not updated it with prompts for Instagram, but in the prompt library you can like filter by different platforms. So in the future like prompts for Instagram might come as well, but yeah, you just simply like search for prompts which are proven to work. You can like completely create your own prompt as well, and then all you need to do is simply click on the copy prompt button, come over to AI writer, and just upload the CSV file which you have of leads you want to like message. So for example, I'm going to be CSV file, and over here I'm just going to be uploading the CSV file which we just downloaded. Yeah, we just downloaded this file. After that you can like enter how many rows you want to process, which AI you want to use. So we have like a standard AI and the enterprise AI. Obviously the enterprise AI is double the price, but again it's going to be like much more robust, but standard AI is pretty good. I promise you, like just look at the output. After that you can select how creative you want the AI to be. I like to leave it somewhere over here. So if you want like very strict answer, like leave it over here. If you want like very creative answers, you can leave it over here. So you can create like custom prompts or whatever. Yeah, this is like a prompt which I got from Twitter, so it's like act as a master. Like yeah, basically it's like a prompt which we can use, and over here like I just like to replace it with the exact message we're using. So let's say this is the sample message we want to use. So like basically just play around with prompts over here a bit. So let's say the template of the message you want to use is going to be, first we include like the icebreaker, then we say something like, let's say I'm reaching out to podcasts, so I'm saying something like, yo bro, so XYZ thing on your profile, I No, this is kinda random, but thought of reaching out cause I held a podcast host almost half their editing related expenses. Like, this is an offer which my friend actually sells, so I'm just like taking his example. Next, it's, do you know someone who might be interested in this? Like, this is a sample thing. Like, you can have like full flexibility, like go and create your own prompts, because if everyone uses the same prompts, it's going to give like the same output. Obviously it's going to be different because not everyone is going to have access to like the same needs and they're selling like the same offer, whatever. And over here you can like simply replace all of these things, and you can just enter like the different macros, like what exact data you want to use to personalize it. So we want to use like the name of the person, and then we also want to use like their bio, then we also maybe want to use like their follow count, and then their website maybe to personalize it. Yeah, we basically like enter all the different variables you want to use for personalization. And yeah, then you can like just go ahead and try it on 1 to 3 lines, how many lines you want to see, and just see what the output looks like. So I'll click on the test prompt button, and you can see it's gonna run, and then the prompts are gonna like the output is gonna be shown over here below. You can see, yeah, you can see, hey Sean, just saw your dope work with Cali BBQ and podcast. Yo Brendan, your productivity coaching game is strong. So yeah, if you don't like it, like just tell it what you don't like. Like, it's not supposed to be perfect, it's a prompt, it's a starting place. All you have to do is like just use your freaking brain. AI is awesome if you know how to use your brain. So don't be like, I don't like it. What do you not like? Tell the AI. What do you like? Tell the AI. If you don't like something about the prompt, like tell the AI, I don't want this. For example, in the origin, like, yeah, that's how you can use it. Like, you can do it for hundreds of rows and just download the CSV, and then you can create like personalized messages using it. But if you watch this video over here, like I just created like a prompt, and I didn't actually like it, the output which we had received. Yep. So I'll just quickly like try to find that part. So we used like the prompt and everything. I was not really happy with the output. And then I just updated the prompt after that because I didn't like it. Yep. You can watch this video, probably in this video or some other video, if I'm not wrong. And another thing I like to do is after that, like, I like to like do multi-channel outreach, because if I'm obviously spending money creating like icebreakers, why not reach out to people across all different mediums? So what I do is after that, like, we obviously have a list of websites over here, and we have the list of websites from here as well. So what I simply do is I use the list of these websites, and then I go to my lead generation software where we have lead enrichment, where we basically can find data from a bunch of different domains, and I just paste like the domains, and I just like enrich the freaking data, and then I get like a CSV file with like email, phone numbers, and like a lot of other data. So then I reach out to them via SMS, WhatsApp, like voicemail drops, emails, everything as well, because I already paid the money for doing it. So you can do that. This is the link for the ChatGPT filtration form. You can watch this video. I've already covered the part of using AI personalized icebreakers. Like, play around with it. It's your it's your playground, man. Like, use your creativity. Maybe ask even ChatGPT to prompt it so that you can find like good freaking prompts. If you have any questions or any queries related to it, again, just come to the community under Instagram outreach and drop your posts. Bye. See you in the next one. So now everything is going well. You probably are running your campaigns maybe locally on your computer, or you may be running them in the cloud. You're using AI to personalize them and everything. And by this point, you should be getting at least one call booked, or like 1 to 2 sales per Instagram account you're using for outreach every single day. And now you're thinking, if I have one account which is getting me like 1 to 2 meetings maybe every single day, and I want like 10 meetings, why don't I just get like 3 to 5 more Instagram accounts, so that I can like just reach out to more people and get more meetings booked? And you're absolutely correct if you're thinking that. So this is exactly how you can scale your Instagram outreach, because I promise in my software you can send like unlimited DMs and connect unlimited Instagram accounts. And if Basically, that was the promise, so now I'm actually delivering on it, and this is how you can actually go ahead and start scaling it. So the condition for it is like you need to understand scale. What a lot of people do is like, by the way, these are massive companies, so I'm not even like shitting on you. There are massive companies who have like 10,000 plus employees. Like, I was speaking to this guy who has like a company, and they literally take like shipping contracts for the US Navy, and they were like doing outreach on LinkedIn. The connection request accept rate was like 5%, which means if they were sending out like 100 connection requests, 5 people were actually replying to them, and out of every 1000 connection requests which are being sent out, they were booking like a couple of calls, and that's obviously not a very good metric. So they were trying to just increase the volume. They were just trying to hire more employees, and then they would ask these employees to use their LinkedIn accounts to scale and everything and do more outreach. But they were just like trying to scale something which did not work. And there's like this entrepreneur, you probably know about him, known as Alex Hormozy. And he basically had a very good video. And you know what, like, one day I was just speaking to my mom. I don't know why my mom follows him on Instagram, and she said like, Somil bro, like, you seen that reel of him, right? And I don't remember what exactly was the context, but he had like a reel where he said that if you try to grow your business, or basically he was saying something like, if you try to grow something without fixing all the problems you have associated with the thing, then you don't grow your results, the things which you actually want. You just grow your problems. So let's say I'm going to the gym and I'm like ego lifting. Like, this is an actual example. So I was going to the gym, I was like bench pressing some weight, and I was like using very shit form. I was lifting like a lot of weight which I should not have been lifting, because I was like a beginner, but I was seeing all these people on YouTube and Instagram, and these were like my freaking age, and they were like strong AF. So I wanted to be like them. So what I used to do is I just used to like scale my bench press weight, if it makes sense. So every single week I was just improving and increasing, like I was just adding weight to the bar. And on theory it sounds great, like, yeah, I was progressively overloading, I was like doing more weight, I was like lifting more and more and more. But the problem was like my foundation was messed up. Like, I was using absolutely terrible form, and eventually in a couple of months I became injured. Like, I was injured, I could not live for months. Like, there was some, like, I tore my nerve or something. After that a couple of weeks passed, and then I was boxing. And in boxing, like, when I used to throw like a hook punch, like basically the punch where you punch like this, my form was not the best. I had like filmed myself a couple of times, and I have seen like, okay, clearly I'm not like throwing the left hook properly, because I never learned it. The guy I learned boxing from, he was like a firm believer that you should only be throwing like jab and cross, which are the two most common punches, and he said like, yeah, just focus on it. So he never actually taught me how to throw the hook properly. So I never knew it. And eventually, like, one day I was sparring, like, I have posted all of this on my personal Instagram account. I literally have the video of me doing a sparring session, and I tried to throw like a left hook punch, and literally my shoulder dislocated. Like, I was literally on the ground crying because it was so freaking painful. So like, you need to understand it. Like, if you're trying to scale something which does not work, you're not gonna get the results you want. Actually, you're gonna make it worse. Like, I ruined the entire reputation of my domain because I did not know how to send cold emails. And I was just thinking like, I need to send more emails. Like, I sent out 1000 emails, like no one replied. I need to maybe send 10,000. But in reality, I should have just sent like 100 emails every single day, and iterated it, tested it, and just figured out something which actually worked, which was getting me like a 3 to 10% reply rate, and then scale it. So you need to get like a proof of concept first before you even think about scaling. So your one account should be getting you at least one meeting a day, because like, scale is fractal. If you're getting like 100, like if you're getting like one meeting booked out of every 100 messages, you send like 1000 messages, you're gonna get like 10 meetings booked. But if you're sending out like 1000 messages and you're getting like 0 meetings, if you send out like 2000 messages, you probably will get 0 meetings as well. So you have to send enough volume to actually like test it. But if you're sending like 100 messages every single day and not even getting like one meeting, you should be focused on fixing your message, fixing the people you're reaching out to, fixing your account. Before that, like, please don't try to scale it. You'll just end up wasting your money. You won't get results. So I'm assuming like by this point, everyone who's watching it, they're getting at least one call booked a day per Instagram account. All you now need to do, if you want to scale it, is number one, just buy agent Instagram accounts. You can go the, like, if you want to like save money, if you're like very stingy or something, you can go the route of like creating Instagram accounts on your own. That's like a viable option as well. But if you like use fresh Instagram accounts, they get like restricted a lot basically. And even if you don't get banned, even if you don't get restricted, what starts to happen is like there's like the spam box in Instagram as well. So whenever you send like a message to everyone, it goes into the request tab. But after that, like in the request tab, there's a thing known as hidden requests as well. So what I've seen is when people use like new Instagram accounts, they start going over there. So you can come here, click on this link and select what type of account you want. So if you want like fresh account, you can select it. I won't suggest it. Like this is mostly for people who want to use Instagram accounts for maybe scraping purposes, like web scraping, data scraping. So this is mostly for that. I'll suggest you get like an aged account. 2 to 4 year old account would be fine. You can get like even 5 to 10 year old accounts if you want. If you want accounts with followers already, you can do that as well. So yeah, please like get an Instagram accounts and set it up. I've already created the tutorial in this course on how you can set up your Instagram like accounts and everything. So yeah, you can just go there. I'll suggest you to add some followers. So get like an aged account and buy as many as you want. You can buy hundreds of accounts from us. We'll provide all of the accounts to you. Then you can add like followers. So $1 will get you around like 100 followers. So just like increase how many followers you want. So if you want like 200 followers, do that. I'll suggest you to have at least like 100 to like at least 200 followers. I'll say 200 to 1000 followers should be minimum. So yeah, depending on your budget, like buy followers from here. If you're from India and you want to pay via UPI and net banking, you can go here and you can buy directly from this place. Otherwise, we support like credit card payments and bank transfers over here on this website. After that, you need to buy something known as a proxy. And I think I'll ask ChatGPT to explain proxy as if it's explaining it to a 5-year-old. Yo, ChatGPT, can you just explain what is a proxy if you're trying to use it for Instagram outreach? Like, what's a proxy? Like, let's say there's someone who does not know what it is. Like, just try to explain proxies to like a 5-year-old dumbass who does not know anything, like a toddler. Just explain it in a couple of sentences. So let's just ask ChatGPT to give like a quick explanation of a proxy. And yeah, let's just try to see. Yep. So you can like read through it. I think it's still kind of complicated. What you need to understand is whenever we log into an account or we send a message, Instagram can see the IP address. They can see like, okay, this is the address, this is the place, this location where this message is coming out from. Now imagine you had like 10 different Instagram accounts and they were all logged in from your computer, which you use every single day in your room or in your office. Now Instagram can see that from this location, like 10 different accounts are sending out like 50-70 messages a day, which again is very suspicious. So they will start banning your accounts. That's exactly what's going to happen. Like, remember the example of the company I gave you. So a lot of them said like, yeah, our accounts are getting restricted even though we were not using any automation software. And I said like, you have hundreds of employees sitting in one single office. You're not using proxies. Obviously, like LinkedIn is seeing that all these 100 different people are sending like connection requests from this place every single day. Obviously, that's like kind of like skeptical and sketchy, right? So that's why I suggested them to buy proxies as well. So proxies are basically like, you can hide your IP address. So you can get like different proxies, assign them to an Instagram account. And what then happens is whenever you log into an Instagram account, it's going to be logged in from the IP address of the proxy you bought it from. And no one else is going to be logging into that Instagram account from that IP address. So it's like Instagram thinks, okay, this is an actual real human being who is logging in from this freaking IP address. So yeah, that's why I'll suggest you to buy proxies. It's pretty simple. So yeah, like you can just come here or you can use any other website. You can come here and I'll suggest you to get like residential proxies. Data center proxies are like cheaper. So basically like there is something known as data center proxies where basically just try to understand like a lot of people are using like similar services. Just try to understand, like I don't want to get into the technical stuff because I don't know as well. Like I just like to understand the implications of using something. Data center proxies are kind of cheaper, but at the same time they're not as safe as residential proxies. Residential proxies are like residential proxies meaning like they actually mimic human behavior. So these are like much safer compared to data center proxies, but again they're kind of like more expensive as well. I'll suggest you to buy like residential proxies until unless you're like very poor and you have to like resort to data center proxies. And after that you can also do like rotating proxies. Like it's another thing, like it's even better, but I don't think it's worth the increase in price. Like residential proxies should be the best. Like I'll just suggest you to get like static proxies, not rotating proxies. Static is basically your IP address stays the same. Rotating is like the IP address changes. So yeah, let's say you want to get data center proxies. I won't suggest you to do it. You can see like how much it costs. So it's like $3 a month or something. So yeah, it costs somewhere around that. And then you can like actually like data center proxies are not cheap over here. How much is a residential static proxy? Yeah, it's around like $5 a month. That is around $3 a month. So you can buy from here, or you can buy from like any freaking website. Like this is a affiliate link. If you want to support me, they do give me some commission. I don't really care. Buy from anywhere. Like this is another website I bought from. So yeah, you can like buy from any of these websites. So you can see I probably have like am I logged in? No, I'm not logged in, but otherwise I would have shown you what it looks like. But yeah, you can buy a proxy in any location. So like if you're buying like Instagram accounts from a particular place where they say like, okay, this is a US based Instagram account, I'll suggest you to buy a proxy which is based in the US. So you can select like what country you want the proxy from whenever you're buying it. So it should be simple. You can watch some YouTube videos on how to buy proxies for Instagram outreach. Yeah, just buy like residential static proxies and that should be good. I think they do have a free trial if I'm not wrong. I'm not sure. So yeah, let's say, yeah, just I'm assuming you have bought a freaking proxy. After that, you need to have like a multi-account browser with proxy support. So what you basically want to do is you need a browser where multiple proxies are supported. So like for example, like this is one I found which is something my partner uses. So I think they give you like 10 free profiles for 2 months for free and they don't have like a credit card. So maybe you can get unlimited free trials, but you just have to like download the browser. So let's say you download Incognition and you launch it. It's like free. So yeah, I'll just suggest you to like download it. It's gonna ask you for your name, email, phone number, whatever. So just give it the details and then like download it on your Mac or Windows. And yeah, after that you'll create like a username and a password. So what was my, I don't even remember like what I used when logging in. Let's see. Hope this is the correct password. You just launch it. UQN. I don't want to look like a bot, man. Yep. Once it loads, you can see like there's something known as a profile. So what you can come over here, you can click on all profiles. And yeah, click on this button over here to basically create like a new profile. And for every one profile, you can assign like an IP proxy and then you can have like an Instagram account which is logged in. So I'll just show you instead of speaking. So click on this button, like go to profile creation. By the way, they have the YouTube channel and they have like a lot of tutorials. So you can like watch the YouTube tutorials and they cover all of these things in depth. So they'll teach you how to create like different browser profiles and everything. Like yeah, you can like refer to them. Everything about it I learned from their YouTube channel only. After that, you just give it like a name which you'll remember. So let's say I'm giving it the name of the Instagram account I'm logging into, which is like, let's say Sawmill Business. You can create like groups for Instagram accounts. So let's say I can create like a group called Instagram Outreach and then multiple browser profiles can be added over there. Like this is only going to be applicable if you're doing like multiple outreach. So let's say you have a browser profile where you're using only for X outreach. Like yeah, let's say you're doing X outreach and Instagram outreach at the same time, you can click on add group over here. Yeah, let's say you call it IG. So yeah, it's just a way to like easily find all the different browser profiles which are assigned to like, let's say Instagram outreach. So let's say I select that. After that, you can select like what operating system you want. So I'll select macOS. That's what I'm using. If you're using Windows, you can do that. Like over here, just select like the latest version, whatever it is when you're doing it. After that, you can just click on the add proxy button over here if you want to assign like a proxy. So over here you can like select what type of a proxy it is. So most of you will have something like this. And yeah, over here all these details will be provided to you from your proxy provider. So when you buy it, this is going to be provided. So simply copy and paste it from there. You will get a username, you will get a password. Like all these details can be provided, like it will be provided to you from your proxy provider. And yeah, that's how you can basically like do it. So yeah, I'll suggest you to like just add a proxy. And yeah, you can like refer to the YouTube tutorial. I'll actually add it over here as well in the post. So you can come out to the YouTube channel and like how to add a proxy Like I just search for it, I'm unable to find the video, but they had a video, I've watched it. By the way, they have like their own proxy shop as well, so if you want to buy like proxies directly from them, you can do that. So maybe it's gonna be here. I'll just come to home, I think. Okay, I'm creating the profile. So let's say you assign the proxy and everything, then you can click on the create profile button, and on the home tab they have like this thing known as proxy shop, and from here you can buy proxies. So if you want static residential proxies, which is what I suggest you to do, you can come here and like buy. You can see like how many you want to buy, and the more you buy, the cheaper it's gonna get. So you can start buying proxy directly from here and you can assign it. Yep, so they have that support as well. Yep, and I am unable to find it. Yeah, over here you can watch maybe this video. Yeah, like I promise you'll find a video on how to basically like incognition assign proxy. Yeah, like you can watch these YouTube videos and they have it. So yeah, just watch it. Pretty simple. You just have to copy paste it. Whenever you buy a proxy, you'll get an email from any service provider, and then it's gonna be there. So yeah, that's all you have to do. Again, just click on the go to profile creation, like give it a name. Yeah, you can also use like a free proxy which Incognition provides, but it's gonna be shared, so a lot of people might be using it, so it might not be 100% safe. But if you're really tight on budget, you can maybe do it. You can select like what like country it belongs to, and then you can click on the create profile button. So yeah, like after you have created it, all you need to do is click on the start button. Yeah, it will launch it. It will give you like a warning, and now you can see it has been launched like the browser instance. So you can come over to Instagram. Okay, yeah, that's the problem with using these like proxies with everyone, because everyone is using it. So let's say we use this profile, the other one, because this has like no proxy assigned. So maybe we can use Instagram over here. Yep, you won't like, yeah, now you can log in and use it, but this does not have a proxy, so it's using my IP address. But if you use like a proxy which you have bought, then I don't think so you'll run into the problem. So that's how you can use it. And yeah, just log into Instagram and like, yeah, just log into Instagram and then like use the Chrome extension to actually start sending out the messages. Now one problem you might run into is if we like click on the start button over here and we actually load the proxy, you can see like we're unable to add like extensions. So we can come here, but we're unable to like add the extensions or anything. Yeah, like this is a problem you'll run into, and that's why I've attached like a tutorial over here which is gonna allow you to basically like load Chrome extensions. So I have attached like a video of this which you can use. So you can just refer to this tutorial to add like a Chrome extension, and by the end of it you'll be able to like load the Chrome extension, as you can see over here. That's how you can load Chrome extension. So that's how you can use it. This is like the cheap option because they give you like 10 accounts for free for a couple of months. This is the second option, which is the most popular one. Like everyone I know who is using cold Instagram outreach and everything, they're using this. So you can use hide my account. It's like pretty similar. You just enter your IP details and then you can like launch instances. And I think it's like easier to use as well, because they like, yeah, I think it's easier to use because you can like directly load Chrome extension and everything. You can come over to guides and they'll like guide you. They have like an Instagram, like the YouTube channel as well, so you can refer to the YouTube channel, so you can like buy from them. It's like kind of like more expensive, but again pretty affordable. So the pricing is going to be like $5 a month for like 5 browser profiles. If you want like 30 browser profiles, it's going to be like $15 a month. Like no, actually like it's going to be more expensive. I was like looking at the yearly price. I'll suggest you to get this one because over here you can obviously like, no, actually just go and see which one makes sense for you. Like don't take my word for it. Just buy the one which is the right plan for you, depending on how many profiles you want and everything. And there are a lot of tutorials on YouTube on how to use like hide my account and like connect Instagram accounts. It's pretty simple. I don't want to go into it and cover it in everything. So you can like maybe do that if you want to. Like yeah, if you are unable to figure it out, let me know. I'll help you with it. In the Twitter outreach course, I did cover which I made. I did cover another way, like there was like a free Chrome extension which was there. So you can refer to the proxy section on how to scale X outreach over here. So that can maybe help you out if you want. So I'll come over to the part scaling X outreach. The X outreach. I'll just go ahead a bit. Where's the part? Yep, so this is like the part of is like, yeah, this was the part. So I basically shared like a video, a tutorial of a guy who helped with setting up proxies and everything. So I've attached like the Loom video over here. I'll maybe attach it here as well. So where's the Loom video? Yeah, I'll copy the link and edit post, custom Loom video. So you can refer to this video. I'll quickly show you what it basically is. So this guy also created a tutorial on how you can basically like get proxies and manage multiple proxies and different things. So you can refer to this one over here. So he also suggested you to buy proxies from this place. So you can like buy from anywhere. I don't really care if they pay me like the commission on the affiliate thing. So yeah, just buy it from whatever place you want to buy it from. Like, why is Loom not playing properly, man? Usually Loom has such a good experience when playing video. Yeah, but basically you can just refer to this over here. He did share like a free Chrome extension if I'm not wrong. Yeah, like over this video. Yeah, he showed you like you can create like multiple Chrome profiles basically. And then there's this Chrome extension known as Proxy Switch Omega. And you can use the Chrome extension to basically assign IPs. And yeah, he has covered everything in this video, so I'll just suggest you to like do it. So what he did, as you can see over here, he like just bought different proxies for doing outreach. And then he used this something known as a ghost browser maybe. Yeah, like he has covered it in depth, so maybe you can watch it. And after watching all the ones like using hide my account or ring cognition and his tutorial, you can see whichever one is the easiest and simplest for you to set up. But basically what I know is you can create like multiple profiles and everything, and then you can use like the proxy to log in. So he has covered it. I don't want to be covering it because like if I do it, then I'll be like going over everything which he has already gone through, and that information is not going to be complete anyway, so you're just gonna end up wasting your time. So I'll refer you to suggest you to watch this video. That's how you can like basically scale your outreach, get a proof of concept, get multiple Instagram accounts, buy a freaking proxy, and then just get like a multi-account browser with proxy support so that you can log into like multiple places at the same time. And yeah, you can use proxies and all of that nice cool stuff. Yeah, that's going to be the scaling outreach part covered. Bye. See you in the next video. If you have any questions again, just drop them in the community. We'll be happy to help you out. Bye. This is how you can manage all of the replies you're getting from your Instagram outreach so that you can actually convert them into revenue, into customer sales and appointments for your company. Because I'm pretty sure you did not start this to get like random replies from random people who you don't know about. First thing you need to do is create a Unibox. A Unibox is basically like a place where all of the messages from all of the accounts can be managed. So all of the email sending platforms, if you use something known as instantly.ai or like ManyReach or basically any email sending platform, they all have this thing known as a Unibox, where basically like let's say you have connected 100 different email accounts in instantly.ai and you're sending out like emails from them. Then like I'll just show you like quickly what I mean. No, this is like actually I'm not logged in, but yeah, basically like all of the email replies which you get can be seen from one place, so that you don't have to log into like 30 or 40 different email accounts every single day to check the replies. And obviously this makes it very convenient. So we do need a Unibox if you're managing multiple accounts. If you're doing it for just one account, you can just log into your account from your Instagram app and manage all the replies. So maybe you can skip this part of the video, but you might notice that we do not have a Unibox inside the software. Like all of the, like not all of the software, only this one, autoigdm.com, only this software has something known as a Unibox over here. So if I'm not wrong, by the way, like I've not used it in a while, so I remember the chain like a lot of their pricing and everything. So I think they do have a Unibox. There's this other software known as Cold DMs Pro as well, but they tell you that yeah, you have like a Unibox, but then you have to pay like separately. So if we come over to their pricing page, you can see they say that you have like a Unibox over here on Instagram, but they don't actually have like a Unibox. Like I don't know where they said, but I've seen like when I bought from them, they said they have a Unibox, but then they ask you to get a Unibox from this website known as instaset.ai. So you can maybe do it. Like they have an Instagram like AI set or something like that. If you come to the pricing, you can see over here you can pay them like $75 a month if you just want the Unibox. And yeah, that's like one option, but I think $75 a month just for a Unibox is kind of like pricey. Then there are other tools like AutoLead. Like, do they have a Unibox? I don't remember AutoLead having a Unibox. Yeah, AutoLead does not have a Unibox as well. So I think the only software which has a Unibox is AutoIGDM, and again they charge like $149 per account. So I think it's like pretty overpriced. I just found a way to do it. So there's this app known as rambox.app. I don't know how to pronounce it or whatever. I just found it randomly one day on a thread on Reddit where a guy was speaking about it, and it's like an absolute gem. So if you come to the pricing, they basically allow you to connect like unlimited accounts across any channel. So we use it for like WhatsApp outreach, so we can connect like multiple WhatsApp accounts as well, if you can see. So yeah, that's what we use it for. So you can just come here and like yeah, actually it's like free as well. Damn, you can use it, or you can create like a free trial over here. So it's like around like $7 a month for the pro plan, which is again pretty affordable. Or if you have to pay for life, it's just $200 like for lifetime. And if you get like the monthly plan, they do not have like a credit card requirement, and they give you like a 30-day free trial. So maybe you can just keep on taking unlimited free trials and you don't have to pay them anything. So yeah, it's like an app. You can download it for free. So click on try it now and just simply like download the app, like login, whatever. And then you can come here onto this app known as Rambox. It's like a desktop app. Click on the plus button over here, and from here you can select like all the different apps which you want to connect. So let's say you can connect like LinkedIn. You can get LinkedIn Sales Navigator. You can connect like Twitter. I don't think so, because you can connect Twitter as well. By the way, I thought like they would have removed like Twitter. You can connect like basically anything you can think of. So what I'll do is I'll search for Instagram. So if you want to like only see the direct messages of an Instagram account, you can select Instagram Direct. If you want like the entire Instagram thing to be logged in, you can select that. So click on Instagram Direct. Let's say I want this. Click on the add button over here, and now it's gonna open it up. All you now need to do is simply log in with your email ID, your username or your password. So I'll just log in and show you. As you can see over here, okay, it's gonna ask me for an OTP. Actually, just understand, you'll be able to log in. Like I'm unable to log in over here. I'll try to log in to my other account because it does not have like an OTP requirement. Because this account is verified and you need like an OTP for logging into a verified account. So just enter like the OTP from WhatsApp over here and you will be able to log in. So hopefully this should be good to go without an OTP. Yep, as you can see, you have been successfully logged in. And you can like manage the Instagram account directly from here. You can check the messages and everything. And yeah, you can just come here and add another Instagram account. You can, by the way, connect like literally unlimited Instagram accounts and pages over here. So that's what we use as a Unibox. So you can just switch through all the different accounts and manage all of the replies one by one. I don't know if these people have like a mobile app. Like if they have like a mobile app, I think it's going to be such a great software. So Rambox mobile app, do they have it? Uh, I don't think so. Like, yeah, I don't think so. Maybe they have it, so you can check it out. But yeah, it's available on PC again. You can just log into the PC and manage everything. You can do it for your setters and everything as well. So that's how we create a Unibox. Now all you need to do is simply like search through all the different Instagram profiles from one freaking place and simply manage all of the replies you're getting. Now that is the infrastructure setup for managing multiple accounts for replies and everything. What are you actually supposed to say in the replies? And I've covered it automatically in the Twitter outreach course. So watch this video from 3 hours 33 minutes and 20 seconds to 3 hours 36 minutes and 40 seconds. So you can click on this link over here and just watch this video from here, 3 hour 33 minutes and 30 seconds. So what I basically done is create, like, I've shared all the instructions over here, so you can just refer to it, and the doc which I'm speaking about in this video, the reply what, I've added the link to the same. This won't make sense right now, like what exactly are you doing, Samuel, right now, like this reply vault whatever. Just watch this video. It's like 3 to 4 minutes long. Like, yeah, not the video is 3 to 4 minutes long, but the part you're supposed to watch. So just watch it for like 3 to 4 minutes, and then you'll be like in a perfect place to manage all of the replies you're getting. And yeah, basically the point is, like, we will be creating this document where we will tell you like what different ways you can reply to particular messages. After that, we'll also be creating like an AI system which can tell you exactly what to reply based on the previous replies you've gotten. And also, if you want like replies, you can just create like a post, which I've also covered, like how you're supposed to create a post. So just like enter the exact message you're sending, like the exact message you sent out, what did the person say, and then we can basically tell you what you should post if you're unable to figure it out. That's how you can manage all of the replies, which I think brings us to the end of this course, because yeah, I don't think so anything else is left right now. My aim over here, like the entire aim, was to provide you a shitload of freaking value. So all you now need to do is go to ClientGram and get access to it, start using it, get like a lot of freaking deals, convert it. If you have any other queries about this, again, this community is here for you. Just drop a post over here. We'll be more than happy to help you out. Bye man, take care.